State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza. And also presented by Lawrence Technological University, the Construction Association of Michigan, Legacy Partners Insurance, the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
Well, good evening and welcome into another edition of Game Time Live, along with my broadcast partner, Grant Perry. My name is Sean Belegian. What a beautiful night for Friday Night Lights, and we are in Romeo tonight. We got a dandy here tonight. Let's start with the visitors from Macomb, Dakota. We saw them just a couple weeks ago, and they've got some star power.
They do, and it's going to be specialized, by Elijah Goings, number one. He's their playmaker. He's only a junior, plays both ways for this team. He's an explosive playmaker in the pass game. He also gets some handoffs, and he's also a game wrecker on defense. Watch out for number one.
And in regards to the home team, it took them some time to get going. They lost their first couple of games. They've won their last three. They are getting right at the right time.
Yeah, if there's one constant with Romeo, it's when Sammy Nepa, their quarterback, senior, is in the game fully healthy. When he is fully healthy, they haven't lost. But those first two early games, they lost. He wasn't fully available, so we'll see today how he's feeling.
Well, we've got a dandy for you tonight. Just a beautiful night in early October. Where else would you rather be? We have it for you live right here on the State Champs Network and Local 4 Plus.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry
Howie's.
This is Detroit Lions coach Dan Campbell, and this is attorney Mark Bernstein. Both of these men are respected, but only one of them can get you money after an accident.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
1-800-CALL-SAM. From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
I'm Dave Peabody with Legacy Partners Insurance. Metro Detroit, we've seen it all. Ice storms in May, orange construction barrels year-round. Somehow, it always works out. Detroit doesn't just get through it, we get through it together. And at Legacy Partners, we've been with you for generations. Auto, home, business, life. We keep it simple. No unnecessary runaround, no robotic hold music. We're right here protecting what matters. Legacy Partners. Detroit strong, insurance smart.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
I'm working right now, and so is Sam Bernstein Law. They're open right now. You know why? Because they work as hard as me to win. Don't wait until tomorrow to get the help you need today. Open 24/7. That's the Bernstein advantage. Open right now. Call Sam.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza.
And welcome into Game Time Live. I'm going to tell you what, folks, this place is electric. They love their Bulldogs out here in Romeo. Welcome in to Romeo. And before we get things started, let's pause for our national anthem. The electricity is in the air out here in Romeo as the 5-0 Macomb, Dakota Cougars take on the hometown team, the Romeo Bulldogs, entering this game at 3-2. But Grant Perry, as we said, winners of 3 straight.
Yeah, and this is going to be a great one. This is a conference matchup. Both of these teams are familiar with each other, haven't played each other yet, but they know each other. They played last year, and Romeo's looking to get a little bit of a head start here. We know what Dakota's coming with. Elijah Goings, Nikos Davis at quarterback. Excited to see them play today.
Of course, the third member of our broadcast crew down on the field. What would a broadcast be without Patty Cesarini? Patty?
Well, thank you, Sean. I had a chance to catch up with both coaches heading into tonight's game. And for Dakota, they want to keep an eye out for that wing T offense from Romeo that can be a little tricky to defend. But Coach Bauer said, we're pretty used to it because we see them every year. But defensively, Romeo throws a bunch of different looks at you. So we need to be prepared for anything that they throw at us. And for Romeo, they want to do 2 things. The first being sustain their drives because Dakota thrives defensively. Coach Ryan has told me we need to have consistent positive plays with some explosive plays. And then secondly, they want to own the line of scrimmage, especially when outnumbered in the run game. Back up to you guys.
Great stuff, Patty. Appreciate it as always. And Grant Perry, when somebody says wing T, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Run game. They're going to be physical up front. They're going to be in bigger personnel packages, meaning they're going to have bigger running backs or tight ends on the wings, and they're going to try to establish that line of scrimmage, and it's going to be up to Dakota. If they can win with those interior linemen, they can cause some havoc in that backfield for the Bulldogs.
The home team kicking off, about to get this one underway. Just a beautiful night out here in Romeo. Packed house, so glad you can join us. Kick is going to be taken about the 1-yard line. Coming up the gut, makes it cut at the 15, hit at the 17, and he's going to be pushed back there. I think they're going to give him forward progress to about the 18-yard line, but that's where this Dakota offense takes over. And Grant Perry, an offense we saw just a couple weeks ago.
Yes, and led by quarterback senior Nikos Davis, number 2. He's a captain on this team. He's also new to the school here as of this year. And coaches were like, hey, this is a new figure, but he also brings a great sense of leadership. That's why he earned the captain spot. Look for him to facilitate that football to the perimeter. Elijah Goings, Santino Lucci, number 3. And then when they need that run game to really kick in, Nikos Davis is going to run that football today for them.
I really liked his moxie a couple weeks ago. He was a tough quarterback. They're going to start out 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side. 1st and 10, just underway. Throwing outside, looking for a block, gets it, makes it cut at the 20, up to the 25. Good gainer. You take 6 yards on first down all the time, setting up a 2nd and 4.
Absolutely, and right here you see the Dakota starting offense. We talked about Nikos Davis. He's going to be involved in the run game today as well. Look out for that right tackle right there, Andrew Tchaikovsky. He is a baller. They're going to run behind him a lot. He's a captain on this team and 2-year starter for them on that O-line.
2nd and 4 for Dakota. Coming into this one unbeaten. Keep an eye on number 1 at all times. He is electric. Elijah Goins. Shotgun formation for Davis. Going to keep the ball on the ground. Not a lot of room up the middle. That big wall of black pushed him back. No gain, setting up a 3rd and 4.
Yep, and then you see right here, we're looking at the Bulldog Romeo defense, and they run a 3-4 where their linebackers, Joel Cimitero, number 18, and number 8, Ryan Rarborn. They're going to have a busy day today. They both get on the line of scrimmage at defensive ends, but they also play off at the backer position. So look for them to be active in the alleys today, trying to make tackles on these skilled players for Dakota.
Of course, Romeo Bulldogs, all black uniform, the red trim, the red helmets. Dakota going with the all-white look. Shotgun formation. Davis looking over that defense. Fakes the handoff. Throws near side complete to Goins. First down. Knocked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
And that's about as simple a route combination as you can get, Sean. Out by number 2, the slot receiver, and a go route by the outside receiver. It clears the cornerback, and then it gives Elijah Goins leverage on that defender. And then Nico Davis, all he has to do is take his drop, look, and he sees that he has leverage, throws it, and gets a first down right there to his number 1 target, number 1, Elijah Goins.
Just shy of the 35-yard line. You're going to see this out of Davis a lot. Runs to the far side of the field, brings in the play. We saw that a couple weeks ago when we were out at that beautiful facility out at Macomb, Dakota. Fresh set of downs for Dakota. 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side. Man in motion, far to near. Lining up in the backfield, they're going to keep the ball on the ground. A little space, and then that space closed up quickly. Grant, maybe 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, that was really good by that defensive front of Romeo, the right side. Braden Watson, the junior defensive end, number 80, with great pressure right there, able to play in the backfield and force a short gain. And I think we saw this last week, but the last time we saw Dakota play is Jeremiah Aaron, number 4, their running back, a little bit of a smaller guy. He's only a junior, but he didn't really have any explosive runs in that game. A lot of their success came when Nikos Davis took off at the quarterback position. So I'm interested to see when they start calling number 2's number in the run game.
4 receiver set this time. You got trips to the far side, 1 to the near side. Nikos Davis looking over that defense, shotgun formation. Back to pass. Intercepted. Picked off. Jumped the route. Coming down the near sideline. He's still running down close to the 20-yard line.
And Sean, we talked about it. Ryan Rarborn, baby. Defensive end / linebacker. We're going to see it right here. This is him on the edge. He's the defensive end, but he also has dropping principles. Go ahead and run it, Kev. He's just going to drop right into that window. And Nikos Davis, predetermined, eyes on Jaden Stills, number 7, and just doesn't even see Rarborn drop into the zone window. Really great play. And we said, hey, those outside linebackers, defensive ends, are going to have a busy day with their hand in the dirt, but also off the ball. And you see right there, defense for the Bulldogs come up clutch.
Huge turnover. Set up. Great field position to start this drive. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at Dakota's 18-yard line. Shotgun formation. Rolling left. Stopping. Firing. Overshoots his receiver. I'll tell you what. Wide open was Troy Smith about the 5-yard line.
Man, and I guarantee you Sammy Nepka's going to want that one back. I mean, it was an over route. They go boot left. They boot away to the to his non-dominant side, his left side, but he throws the ball back across his body with it right to an open target and just couldn't quite hit it. First throw of the day, a little bit of nerves. I expect him to get it under control and complete some passes here.
So many times after a big turnover, you see Grant looking for quick change. That would have been some quick change.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy in the shotgun, back to pass again, out of the flat, complete to Smith, inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown! Troy Smith, 18-yard reception.
Talk about getting matchup, Sean. This is a matchup on a linebacker. They get their skill player, Troy Smith, talking with Coach this week. Coach said, he said, hey, number 6, he plays running back for us, but he's also this hybrid receiver. Could even play H-back tight end if he wanted to. But right there, they do a great job of designing him into the flat, getting him matched up on Aiden Bashaw, the linebacker. And when you get speed on a linebacker, you'll take that all day.
Point after, snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So 2 plays, 18 yards, Nepa to Smith, and Romeo takes the early 7-0 lead.
And right here, Troy Smith, he's going to leak into the flat, and then his guy is coming from right over here. And it's just speed all day. From the backside, number 10, Aiden Bashaw is not going to be able to catch him because you're getting your fast hybrid skill player into open space. Coach said he has a unique skill set, and he shows it right there. Number 6, Troy Smith, the junior, with the touchdown.
Well, you talked about it. This has been a different team with Sammy Nepa in the line.
It has. And talking with Coach, Coach Rhinus, the head coach here for Romeo, he said that, hey, we've played 5 games. And in the games that we've won, the constant is that Sammy Nepa plays the full game. When he's good to go, we roll. But when he's injured and not quite available, that's when our offense kind of stutters and it slows our defense down. Right now, they're hitting on all cylinders. Sammy Nepa playing good ball. Romeo Bulldogs in this one early.
Let's see how Dakota responds. This will be their 2nd possession. In case you're joining us, an interception taken to the 18-yard line, and it just took the hometown team 2 plays to get in the end zone. This ball's going to go well into the end zone, and Dakota's going to start with the touchback. Hey, by the way, Hungry Howie's Cajun Crust is a great partner of the State Champs Network's Mr. Football and Anvil Awards Cajun Crust. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. Order your pizza, might I suggest Cajun Crust, at hungryhowies.com. 9:22 to go. This already electric atmosphere, Grant, went up about 3 or 4 octaves.
It did. They really got the crowd into it. And let's see what Dakota comes out with. Wouldn't expect here on this first couple plays, I'd expect Nico Davis here to run the football, especially just trying to get him some confidence back after that interception.
Davis looking over the defense, single back, 2 receivers split far side. Rolling right, looking right, throwing right. I think that hit the turf. Yep.
Yeah, they just try to get a little roll pass out to the right, and Santino Lucci, number 3, sitting there ready to go, and quarterback there, Nikos Davis, just a little one hop to Santino, couldn't quite get it there in full stride, and that one he just wants to step through it a little bit more, put it up a little bit higher, give his receiver an opportunity, and right there, that's 2 throws so far that haven't been the best. Interested to see their attack here from 2nd down.
Davis runs the play in again. 2 receivers outside, 1 inside. Davis has a running back on his right hip. Handed it off, trying to stretch it to the other side of the field. Great job of pursuit. Grant, I didn't catch the number on one of those big uns up front in black, but holding that to a very minimal gain of 1.
Yes, I think that was Jaden Mancini, the middle linebacker, the junior, who had a great game last week per Coach Rhinus right there. Did a great job chasing down that sweep. That thing came from the backside of the formation. He chased it down all the way front side. That's what we call a great hustle play.
So 3rd and 9 for Dakota. Clock running, 8:45 to go here, first quarter. Romeo on top, 7-0. Let's see how they come out this time. 1 receiver split far side, trip receivers on the near side. Davis looking over that defense on a 3rd and 9. Romeo rushes 4. They swing it out of the backfield, complete, but brought down almost immediately. Jeremiah Aaron didn't have a chance as this defense is playing all kinds of fired up.
Yeah, they are. And right now, the position group that is playing their lights out, their hearts out, is those outside linebackers right there. Number 18, Joel Cimitero, in on that tackle. Really good job. We saw a drive ago, the outside linebacker of the other side, Ryan Rarborn, get an interception. This time, Cimitero says, hey, I can get a tackle.
This should be good field position for the Bulldogs to start their 2nd drive. They scored on their 1st drive, short field, 18 yards. Nice punt here, though. Going all the way far side of the field and takes a huge Dakota bounce. How about this, Grant? Inside the 10-yard line. So much for that field position. A punter can change it with one boot, and that's exactly what happened.
That is, and when you got a punter that can flip the field, a lot of people underestimate the value of flipping a field. Not only does it get your offense out of that area of scary zone, but it helps your defense build a little bit of momentum, a little bit of extra energy. Great job by the punter.
Hey, when looking for the tools that will turn your curiosity to magic, look no further than Lawrence Technological University. Go to ltu.edu for more information. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. So here comes this Romeo offense again. This time, Grant, inside their own 10-yard line.
Look at this formation. Here we go.
Switching things up. Under center. Man in motion. Keeper all the way. He's going to slide down. Nothing there. Smart play, Grant. Don't try to be a hero. That's going to be a loss of 2 as we take a look at that offense.
Yes, and here we take a look at the offense. Number 6, he's the one that caught that pass right out of the backfield. Troy Smith, look for him. But also look for number 22 today, Parker Cahoon. He's their lead back. Touched the ball the most out of that backfield. If they want to have a good day, he's going to have some explosive runs. That's the junior, number 22, Parker Cahoon.
That's going to be a loss of almost 2. Setting up a second, we'll call it 12. In the shadow of their own end zone. Boy, they are still coming into this field. What a huge crowd this is today. My goodness gracious. Shotgun formation this time. 2nd and 12 from the 8-yard line. Low snap, Sammy gets it, steps up in the pocket, fires complete. About the 15-yard line, brought down there. But Grant, a manageable 3rd, and we'll call it 2.5 scenario.
Really good job, and right here you see the defense, and we talked about a couple of these guys, a couple of guys to watch out for. A.J. Arini, defensive end, he gets in that backfield. Same with Evan Wolf, number 88. These guys know how to attack the quarterback, but right there, really good job by the quarterback himself, Sammy Nepa, of just stepping into the pocket, realizing, hey, we got a mesh concept. There's going to be a sitter. There's a zone window. He found him and made this a very manageable short 3rd down.
Sammy Nepa runs in the play. Of course, he wears the number 2. 3rd, and we'll call it 2.5. 2 receivers split each side, single back. Nepa looking over that defense, barks out the call, sends a man in motion. They're going to hand it off on the jet, coming near side. Stops, hesitates for a moment. Good second effort, and he picks up the 1st down, Grant. Good patience there to just stay with it. It looked like he was boxed in, but he made that last cut, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
That's called not giving up on the play. Even though it doesn't seem like there's any green grass, you just keep running. You keep those feet moving. Really good job by the senior receiver, Brody Meyer, on the handoff. That's what you're going to see in the wing tee. You're going to see receivers getting the ball in the backfield. Really good job. He's a 3-year starter. Number 10 is Brody Meyer, and it just shows right there the ability to keep the play going just when it looks dead. Number 9, Andrew Chadwick, was in almost on that tackle. Couldn't quite bring him down.
Fresh set of downs. 2 receivers split near side, 1 far side. Sammy Nepa sends a man in motion, hands it off going the other way. Trying to stretch the field. Flag flies, good cut, 30. Another cut at the 35. Another cut at the 40. 1 man to beat. He brought down about the 46-yard line, but Grant, I think this one's coming back.
I do too. You're going to get a holding. Especially, outside design runs. That's when you see those defensive players trying to get outside their framework, or the O-lineman. That's when you see the holdings come into play.
Boy, a heck of an effort. He ran a long, long way. But, yep, this one is definitely coming back. Clock stop, 4:51 to go here in the 1st quarter. So glad you could join us. Thank you so much for inviting us into your tablets, your phones, the computer, whatever the case may be. He's Grant Perry. I'm Sean Belegian. Patty Cesarini down on the field, and the best crew in the business upstairs. Appreciate these guys. So 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs with a 7-0 lead. Nepa looking over that defense, has a man in motion far side to near. Sends another man in motion. Inside handoff this time. A little space up the middle. Up all the way to the 26-yard line.
That's a great 1st down run right there, Sean. And you're going to see a lot of motions, a lot of shift out of this Bulldog offense. They want to try to mess with the responsibilities and the keys of these defenders, especially these linebackers. Dakota prides themselves on having really elite linebackers who can really tackle. Number 9, number 10, and number 32 are all solid guys in that middle. But when you add moving parts and moving pieces and receivers going in motion, it really messes with their job, and that's the attack game plan right now so far from the Romeo Bulldogs.
Joey Nepa split far side, Sammy Nepa the quarterback. Back to pass on second down. He's got time. He's going to step up. He's going to take off and run. Slides up, I would say, about the line of scrimmage, Grant. It's, of course, marked where the slides start, so I think he's lucky just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you can just see, he's being a smart quarterback right now. He understands that his team needs him to play 4 quarters. There's been 2 games where he hasn't played, to the full game. Game 1, he left in quarter 2. He didn't play in game 2, week 2 of their season. So you can just tell Sammy Nepka is being smart about his body, not taking unnecessary contact, and I think that's why you're seeing him slide right at the line on a lot of these quarterback scrambles.
Third down for the Bulldogs. Third, and we'll call it 8. Movement. And, of course, now you got the pointing game going on. They jump. No, they move. They jump. No, they move. We'll let the officials sort it out, Grant. I think Romeo knows it might be on them as they're matriculating their way backwards. We'll wait for the official call. 7-0. Bulldogs on top. Ball start. It is indeed against the offense, so that'll move them back. Grant, we'll call it a 3rd and 13 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, in this drive, they just haven't been able to help themselves. That punt really pinned them back in their own territory. Great job by the Dakota special teams. And then this drive for the Romeo Bulldogs, that first drive was really smooth and really fast, and they scored quickly. This time, it's 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Let's see if they can find some rhythm here on this 3rd down long.
2 receivers already split near side. They broke huddle as they move the ball back. Let's see what the Bulldogs decide to do here. 3:05 to go, first quarter. 7-0. Bulldogs on top. 3rd, and we'll call it 13 from the 21-yard line. Trip receivers near side, empty backfield. Design keeper, Sammy, makes a cut, takes a big hit at about the 30-yard line. A flag's going to fall in, but there's also a flag in the backfield as well. This might be that offsetting penalty type thing.
I think you're right, Sean. And I think we see why Sammy Nepa has been sliding. He went there and slid a little late, and boy, did he get a good hit right to the chest, maybe even head area, and I think that's what that second flag was on. So you can see why Sammy Nepa is sliding. He understands that this is a conference game, and these conference games, they bring great energy on the defensive side of the football.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you told me this last year. You told me you got your bell rung at Northwestern one
Indiana.
time? It was Indiana.
Yes.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
I ran a shallow route, zone coverage. I should have sat down, but I kept running, and boy, did I get smacked. And you're going to see right here, quarterback goes to slide, and as soon as he gives his body up right here, the first hit, not great. Okay, but Elijah Goins, when he comes in late, that's where you're going to get that flag all day. Number 10, Aiden Bashaw, he was clean to the hit, but it's when Elijah Goins leads with that upper body, that's when those refs are going to call that all day.
Yeah, 1 against Romeo, 1 against Dakota. Hey, by the way, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so much more. Log on to mhsaa.com for more info. I think we're going to have a discussion here. They move the ball up to the 31. So, Grant, if my math is correct, and I'm not a math major, this should be about a 3rd and 2.5.
I would second you on that one.
Math is hard.
It is. And this is very manageable for this Bulldog offense. Let's see what they just try to do a quarterback draw. Let's see if Sammy Nepka's involved in the run game here at all.
Nepa looking over that defense. Waiting for his offensive line to set. 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. Under center this time. The give to the deep back. Plows his way over the left side of the line up to the 35, and good enough for a Bulldog first down.
Really good job there. They're just going to go ISO and lead up in the hole right there. Number 8, Ryan Rawborn, who just had a great play on defense 2 drives ago. Gets a great block right down the middle of that defense and moves those chains.
Boy, Rawborn making plays on both sides of the field. In case you're just joining us, an interception on the first series of the game. Return down to the 18-yard line, set the Bulldogs up. 2 plays later, they scored on a touchdown. Nepa to Smith. Fresh set of downs now, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Running near side now, makes a cut. Back to the defense, minimal gain, Grant, maybe up to the 35-yard line, setting up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really good job by that the Cougar defense of reacting. You see 2 O-linemen pulling. You know it's going to be some type of run to that side. They trigger. And they beat the lineman to the point of attack. That's why they were able to make that tackle for such a minimal gain, maybe 1 or 2 yards there.
Swift moving, first quarter to be sure. Only $1:20 remaining in this one. 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs at their own 36-yard line. Pressure from the outside. Nepa going to have to take off and run, and he's brought down all the way at the 30-yard line. Grant is 2. Count them, 2 hankies are thrown.
Is there? Oh. That's probably a good thing that Sammy Nepka didn't throw a touchdown pass there because it would have been called back. But, boy, did he have Troy Smith running wide open down the middle of this field. We're going to check it out right here. They're going to switch release. So Troy is going to be here. He's going to take the middle. This guy's going to take the safety outside and let it run there, Kev. And we're going to see Troy, number 6, just run down the middle. We can't see it from there, but trust me, take my word for it. That ball was anywhere in 5 yards of Troy. He would have walked in the end zone. That was a really good play call and design. Poor execution on the blocking.
Last minute here in this first quarter, a 7-0 game. I think we're going to get an official's timeout with exactly a minute remaining. Indeed we are. What an atmosphere out here, Grant. I'm serious. Every week we are privileged to go to different stadiums, and it's so much fun to see, how each community responds. This is something. This crowd is unbelievable out here, Grant.
Yeah, it is. This is, you ask yourself, do they take their football seriously out here? And you just got to take one look around. That answer is an astounding yes. People are packed in here like sardines in a can, man. There's not a free seat available in this stadium. This is impressive. You can tell the whole community's out here enjoying the Friday Night Lights. Yeah,
you've got a lot of students not only on the home side, but you know what? They even took part of the visitor stands over there.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they got a whole country western vibe thing going on over there,
Yeah, showing their school spirit.
7-0. 3rd down, 4th coming for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 12, by the way. Hey, did you know that Romeo's girls cross-country team is looking for their 3rd straight Division I state crown? The girls' cross-country team is led by junior Annie Haprovsky. Good luck to the Lady Bulldogs this year at the Michigan International Speedway. Trip receivers near side, 1 far side. Sammy Nepa looking over that defense. 3rd and 12. Let's see if Dakota brings the pressure. 4 up on the line of scrimmage. They rush 4. Sammy with time fires over the middle, crossing route, but brought down immediately. A heck of a tackle there by Aiden Bradshaw, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, that was a little 10-on-10 crime there. Really good job by Sammy Nepa, just getting the ball out, understanding, hey, sometimes when you throw that ball short of the yard to gain, but you hit the receiver in stride, he can sometimes get you some extra yards and get that first down. But he ran into number 10, Aiden Bashaw, right there for that Dakota defense. And once Bashaw, that middle linebacker, gets his hands on you, it's tough to get away from him.
Yeah, my apologies. I said Bradshaw. I'm thinking Terry Bradshaw. Bashaw. My apologies for that. So have to punt this one away. Dakota with 2 men standing on their own 30. Kind of a rugby-style kick, rolling it out. Let's see if it gets a Romeo bounce. It does, but taken on the bounce at the 31-yard line. Ball is loose, recovered by Romeo. That's right in front of our broadcast vantage point, and the officials had the eye on it as well. Another critical turnover.
Man, I can't imagine what Coach Greg Bauer for Dakota is saying right now. We just can't catch a break. Right here you see Santino Lucci. That's called stealing the bacon. He probably should have got away with that one. He saved some yards, but at this point you have to protect the ball. You see the ball security. It's out and wide, and it's always going to be a guy that's coming in trying to hit that ball that gets it out. And right there, when the punt team surrounds the returner, great things happen. You see everyone near the ball, and that's why Romeo comes up with it. That's 2 huge turnovers here for this Romeo Bulldog team.
Should be the last play of this first quarter. Let's see if they go for some quick change again. They started 1 possession at the 18-yard line, and now after a turnover, Grant, this one at the 37-yard line.
Look at all this field up here, Sean. I feel like they're going to use it. Oh, they're shifting.
They're shifting indeed. Nepa with a running back on his right hit. Back to pass on first down. Goes up top. Great catch near side, but out of bounds. Oh, the ball came loose anyway. Boy, he went up. I didn't think there was a snowball's chance in Hades he was going to get that. My goodness gracious. An exciting first quarter, though. Let's see what the second quarter holds. So glad you could join us here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry?
Howie's!
Hi, I'm Dave Peabody with Legacy Partners Insurance. We've insured just about everything in Metro Detroit. Yeah, we've seen some things. Whether you have hundreds of employees or just your cousin in the back doing everything, we'll build a policy that fits. Property, liability, benefits, we'll even cover you in case your cousin opens that email that he really shouldn't have. We build insurance policies for real life. If you have equipment, employees, or just a really chaotic Tuesday, we've got the right coverage for you. Legacy Partners. Detroit businesses trust us. You can too.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Welcome back into State Champs Game Time Live, and this Romeo squad is filled with guys who are extremely flexible. One in particular, Joel Cemetero, the lone returning defensive starter. The coaching staff has asked a lot of him. He's played in 3 different positions so far this season, and Coach Ryan has told me when you have so few returning starters, it's not only about trying to get guys into positions that fit their skill sets, but also trying to balance it with the guys that are around them. So where they play Cemetero is really dependent on their opponent's strengths. Sean?
Going to keep an eye on that to be sure. Thank you very much, Patty. Second quarter about to commence. 2nd and 10 for Romeo. At the Dakota 37-yard line. Coming near side now. Good job by that defense, Grant, not allowing a lane. That might be a loss of 1, setting up a 3rd down.
Yeah, really good job there. Seeing the jet sweep coming and make sure you have contain. That's the main thing, and they did. They all rallied to the football with a great tackle.
Boy, this would be a huge stop for Dakota to try to shift some of that momentum back their way. Hey, for as much as Romeo has taken care of business so far this game, it's still only a 1-score game.
It is. The defense has come through for them that last drive. First drive, they got put in a really bad field position in their own area. This second drive, they were able to get off the field. Now on the 3rd drive, somewhat more similar to the first drive, they're in their own area. They're really going to have to fight here for every yard if they want to keep points off the board.
Grant, I didn't see the flag on the play, and I apologize for that. If I missed something, partner, yell at me.
No, it's all good. I didn't see what happened either. I'm not going to lie to you. It was quick. And
okay, it wasn't just me.
No, you're good, partner.
Fantastic. But it is now a 1st down at the 23-yard line. Clock fired up again. Nepa hands it off. Grabbed from behind, and I think he may have grabbed a little face mask there. And I don't like the way he went down at all, Grant.
No,
You hate to see that.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
I didn't see what number it was either, but man, tough tackle right there.
It's so hard, especially at the speed in which you played this game, Grant. When you see a target running by you, you instinctively just grab out.
Yeah.
And, nothing malicious there, no doubt. But the way his body twisted, I didn't like to see that at all. Hey, football fans, the action doesn't stop after Friday Night Lights. Keep it rolling with the State Champs High School Sports Show, covering all sports every Saturday morning at 10:30 on WDIV Local 4. Thanks to our friends at Local 4 Plus for being a part of what we do. As we mentioned, Dakota 5-0. And let's take a look at their schedule right now, as a matter of fact, Grant. You'll see the 5. Some good wins mixed in there. Sorry about that first game.
No, it's okay. We got to see him play Stevenson. That was a great game. And they came out on top of that one. Right now, leading the conference, undefeated. Down here in Romeo, looking to trying to right their wrongs and keep Romeo out of the end zone on this drive.
Like to see Troy Smith up under his own power. Kind of plugging that nose. Again, I'm not going to play the role of doctor, okay? I'm just glad the young man's up and walking. But indeed, it is another first down. And the Bulldogs are going to set up shop this time at the 12-yard line. Roarborn brings the play in to Nepa. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Nepa under center sends Roarborn in motion. Pitch going far side. Roarborn gets a block. Big tackle out there about the 6-yard line as another flag comes in, Grant.
I think they're going to get number 8, possibly on a hold. That's Roarborn. He got on the perimeter. I thought they were going to have great numbers, but man, did the safety Elijah Goins come out of nowhere like a missile with a great tackle.
Is that kid good?
Yeah, he is, man. Both sides of the football. There's a reason he's got offers from pretty much everywhere he would like to go, man. It's pretty impressive.
Do you guys mind if I turn on the light in here, fellas?
Not at all.
Thank you very much for that. It gets dark earlier. I don't know. Are people aware of that? It gets pretty dark earlier, right?
It does, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they're going to move this back. It was at the 12, so they're going to move this back all the way to the 22. So 1st and 20 at the 22-yard line. Haven't changed the down marker yet, but holding was a call against Romeo. Still first down. Absolutely it is. Grant, they can get a first down right about the 2-yard line. Take a look at Romeo's schedule as we pointed out. You want to talk about bouncing back. A couple of losses, 3 straight wins, and good ones at that.
Yep. Sammy Nepa has been healthy. It's been a big factor.
Nepa back to pass on this 1st and 20. Looks, fires, complete at the 6-yard line, brought down there. But Grant, a huge gainer. Give him 16 yards. And this team's in business.
Really great route there by Brody Meyer, the 3-year starter. Talking with Coach Reines, he said that he's our explosive playmaker, not only in the offense and in the passing game, but also as a returner. He provides that spark we need when we need big plays. And right there, you can see Sammy Nepka felt very comfortable in that pocket, took his drop, and put a dart right on number 10, Brody Meyer, for a great completion.
2nd and 4, just outside the 5-yard line. Nepa looks to the near sideline. 2 receivers split out wide. Handoff coming from the wide side. Cut inside the 5 and down to about the 4-yard line, setting up an interesting 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Very interesting right here. They're really getting really close to that yard mark, that first down yard to gain. And right there, they run jet sweep, and they get the receiver out in the perimeter, but they get a great block on the edge. They pancake Elijah Goins, which allows that running back to get a few yards. And these are tough yards down here. Tough to come by. Got to imagine that this is probably 2-down territory, depending on how Coach Reines of Romeo feels.
Again, they can get a first down. They need about 2 yards for a first down. They need 4 yards for a touchdown. Nepa under center, sends a man in motion. Nepa rolls right, looks right, throws against his body, incomplete. He had a man open in the back of the end zone and just threw it low and a little bit behind him, Grant.
Yeah.
Now, decision time on 4th down.
Yeah, interesting to see what they do here. Looks like some guys are coming on, some bigger bodies coming out on that field. I see 17, I believe that's their kicker, Joseph Salat. And, I believe they're going to go ahead and take the points here because, why not? Field goal puts you at a two-score lead here.
Let's see where they set this up. It should be about the 11-yard line, so about a 21-yard attempt for Salah. Romeo leads 7-0.
Last Mac Red conference game we were at, 4 block kicks. Never know what could happen.
21-yard field goal attempt. Movement up front. That is going to be offside. So now, Grant, it just got even more intriguing. Coach Perry, what are you doing here on a 4th and 1?
I think they walked him out there. I think they literally went field goal hard count. They got Rashad Wilson, the cornerback, who had a great game the game we saw at Dakota. He just jumps and out comes number 2, Sammy Nepka. I think they did exactly what they wanted to. They gained a yard, and they're going to go for 12 inches here, Sean.
Let's see. All right, it's half the distance. Is that good enough for a first down? I believe it is, Grant.
Yeah.
That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah. What a play. That's a special teams play that you don't really see very often. A good hard count by your field goal team, knowing that you have an eager field goal block team ready to go, and they get Rashad Wilson, number 11, to jump.
It is 4th down. It is 4th down and mere inches. Literally mere inches. They need to get just inside the 2-yard line.
Tayshawn Proctor.
Under center. Handoff into the end zone. Touchdown. Bulldogs.
What a play call, and it's not too hard to guess what they were going to do. They needed a yard. Why not put our big defensive end in the game? Number 36, Tayshawn Proctor. That's who just got the handoff. He's their defensive end. He's only a junior, but he's got a huge ceiling. And they show exactly why his ability not only be a great defensive end, but he can show that he can run the football there for a hard yard. Really good touchdown by the Bulldogs.
Extra point forthcoming. Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. So Tayshawn Proctor.
Tayshawn Proctor, A-gap right here, baby. These low linemen have to win, and that's going to be Michael Bela, Alex Schneider. It's all right here. Can you get a good push on this side of the line? We got a big guy coming, and they do just that right there. You see the defense trying to, but Tayshawn Proctor finds the open lane, gets across for pay dirt.
So the Bulldogs hit pay dirt. A huge score there. And they extend their lead to 14-0. Why don't we throw it down on the field to Patty Cesarini? Patty?
Thanks, Sean. Thought I'd give you guys a little injury update on Troy Smith. So the trainers can't tell me anything related to their injuries, but I can tell you what I observed. They plugged up his nose, seemed to have a couple of pieces of tape on what looked to be an eyebrow, but I did check in, and he is good to get back out on the football field. Back up to you guys.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Dakota's got to find something, Grant.
They do.
This is a darn good team. You aren't 5-0. They're not a good team. And I expect them to respond. It'll be an interesting series, to say the least, with Nikos Davis and this Dakota offense, as that's going to be a touchback. Hey, by the way, the Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. Go to buildwithcam.com for more info. 14-0. The hometown happy right now, Grant.
Yeah, hometown advantage seems to be a consistent in this MAC Red, because when we were watching Dakota versus who did Dakota play 2 weeks ago?
Sterling Heights Stevenson.
Thank you, Sterling Heights Stevenson. They were at Dakota, and they got an early lead, and they used that crowd to their advantage. And right now, it's the flip side. Romeo's using that against Dakota. Let's see if Nico Davis can lead this team down on a drive here to try to level this out.
Shotgun formation, handoff, nothing doing. Well, I'll tell you what, Grant, again, you are talking about the trenches. for the Bulldogs doing some work here tonight.
Yeah, and they feel really good about the trenches. We talked about Tayshawn Proctor, who just had that touchdown run. He had 4.5 sacks last week. I mean, that says enough. They feel really good about their nose tackle, number 75, Anthony D'Angelo, who was fighting from injury earlier in the season, but they can tell that he is feeling almost at 100%. He's feeling good, playing really well. And number 80, the junior defensive end, Braden Watson, rounds out that interior D-line. They have been causing havoc for this Cougar run game right now.
No gain, setting up a 2nd and 10. Clock running, 8:40 to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs on top, 14-0.
This is their go-to when they need a big play, but when they need to get things going, Santino Lucci is a very reliable target. Look for number 3 to get involved here.
Out of the backfield, on cue, Mr. Perry, Santino Lucci with a big first down reception close to the 40-yard line.
Santino Lucci, reliable receiver. We saw last time when Dakota played Sterling Stevenson, there was a play where Santino Lucci ran an out route on a 3rd and 1. He dropped it. Coach Bauer came back and ran the same exact formation. They got a great defensive look, and they ran the same play, and he caught it. That just goes to show you the trust that he has in these receivers in this offense. And right there, Santino Lucci had the fumble earlier, but they come right back to him. They trust these guys, and they know that when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, they can make plays.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Thrown outside to Lucci again. Lucci makes one man miss. Minimal gain, though, up to about the 39-yard line. Give him 4, setting up a 2nd and 6.
And we've been seeing, the inside run attack from this offense hasn't been quite hitting. So what do? They just start swinging that football out wide, essentially an extension of the run game. Quick screens, able to get the receivers the ball in a quick amount of time, but also takes a lot of decision-making off your quarterback. So you're going to see a lot of these quick hitters on the perimeter, especially if that interior D-line is holding the line of scrimmage for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 6 for the Cougars. 2 receiver split near side. Big hole up the middle. Very close to a first down. I think he's going to be a little bit short. Near side official is saying he got to the 45. Let's see. This should be a 3rd and very, very short, Grant. Are they okay? They're moving the sticks. It is a first down.
Yeah, really good run there by Jeremiah Aaron, able to pierce through the D-line, get to the second level, and then Tayshawn Proctor with great pursuit from the backside defensive end position, able to bring him down.
Hey, a little back to basics here for the Cougars as they try to get their groove going here.
Yeah, they got to find rhythm, just something to get the offense going. They don't need home runs right now, just 5, 6, 7 yards at a time, and then one of these playmakers will get them that explosive play they're looking for.
Davis looking over that defense. He's got 2 receivers near side. Going to keep it on the ground again. Blown up, though. That's going to be a loss. The penetration again from this line is something fierce, Grant.
Man, let's bring him up again. Tayshawn Proctor, and I'll show you him right here. He's going to be right here, and it's going to be a counter, so there's going to be new gaps on this side of the formation. But if you beat your guy inside and cross face, look what you can do. Look at Tayshawn able to get underneath those pullers, and then you can see the junior with the fierce power of ability just to chuck the running back Jeremiah Aaron to the ground. And right now, the story of the game here so far for this defense is these D linemen and these outside linebackers. We talked about Ryan Rawborn, who had the interception. Then Joel Cimitero had the tackle for loss that got them off the field. And then now this D line led by Tayshawn Proctor and Braden Watson, have been absolutely doing a great job here in the run game.
I need to tell the crew we really desperately need a Grant Perry cam in this booth. Because when he starts to hip swivel, I just get out of the way, man. He's all fire. Okay, you preach, man. I'm not going to interrupt your sermon. That's it. See right there.
Oh, yeah. That's
what I'm talking about right there. He's Grant Perry. I'm Sean Belegian. See, there's the hip swivel.
Yep.
He turned the lights off with the hip swivel on cue. That's what my guy does up here. Oh, what a fun night out here in Romeo. So glad you could join us on the State Champs Network and, of course, Local 4+. And if you are looking for a way to keep up with multiple high school football games on a Friday night, I got something for you. How about live look-ins with touchdowns, big plays, all on one show every Friday night during the regular season at 7:30. Join Ryan Slocum and my boy, Rob Rubik-Rubes, on the State Champs YouTube page and Local 4+. Boy, they don't stop making noise out here. This is great. This is really, really fun being out here in Romeo. Big shout out to these Bulldog fans. Dakota was great a couple of weeks ago, too. Make no mistake about that. 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. Davis in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws near side, just out of the reach of the intended receiver. Hey, I'll tell you what, Lucci was open. Just missed him by a couple feet, Grant.
Yeah, and that's a hard throw, man. When you're on the opposite hash, throwing outside the numbers, 15 yards down the field, that's a comeback route. Man, that's not an easy throw. And we've seen Nikos Davis make that throw. You made a few of those versus Sterling Stevenson, but thus far it's been a little bit of a rocky start for this offense. If you were to complete that would have got this ball rolling. They would have been in the, Bulldog territory, but hard throw. And Satino Lucci, he's finding himself open. Let's see if he can find himself open, catch the ball, and then get some yards after catch.
Senior running back Braden Henson checks in. This 3rd and long situation. You got 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Davis shotgun formation. Back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle. Incomplete. Well, I'll tell you what, Mason Dragic made a heck of an effort, Grant. A diving attempt, but unfortunately just couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, that was a seam ball right there. Mason Dragic, you're just running up the seam, and that ball's got to be on him quick because that safety is going to be playing down into him. I think it was a really good ball, and that's a catch as a receiver. You don't make every catch, but there's some catches where coaches say, hey, we're not going to make every catch, but make the quarterback look good here. And that's one of those where, hey, if you come down with it, we're all happy and chains are moving. That time, similar to how these drives have gone, just can't quite find that continuity.
Austin Aronowski stands on his own 31-yard line. Low snap, good job picking it up. Oh, off the side of the foot. This is going to take a sideways bounce, go out of bounds at the 49-yard line, and the Bulldogs, who got a lot of momentum, again, good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, really good field position. And Dakota, they're not playing complimentary football. Offensive, they stall out. The punt team, they had a great flip of the field there earlier, but they just haven't quite played complimentary football. One does well and the other does well. Let's see if they can get it going here on defense.
Hey, if you want to be the next Grant Perry, you can power up your passion to a professional level by enrolling in one of Specs at LTU's one-year media arts certificate programs. Broadcasting, digital media, and graphic design. Start today by logging on to ltu.edu/specs. First down for Romeo. Pressure coming from the backside. Throws wide open. Caught at the 35, 30, 25, and knocked out of bounds above the 23-yard line. Grant, they are rolling right now.
They are, and this offense is kind of like an anaconda, man. When they got you in their grasp, they're just going to tighten you up, and they're going to just make you work for it. And right now, it just can't go right for this Cougar defense. They're throwing a lot of motions and a lot of shifts. And they slip out Troy Smith. Thankfully, he's back. Look at the playmaking ability he just had. He slips out on a corner route where it looks like it's a run action. And boy, is this offense clicking and humming. Sammy Nepka with a great throw and a great catch by number 6, Troy Smith.
Folks, Grant just turned into an anaconda live in the studio. He started to slither and it scared me. First down for Romeo. Try the inside now. Inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line.
If you're a defense here, you gotta work and you bend and don't break here. 3 is better than 6, and 0 is better than anything else. If you can get a stop here, you can give your defense, your offense, your team a little bit of momentum here as this second quarter is winding down. But Romeo right now, they have their foot on the gas, looking to go up 3 scores.
Should be about a 2nd and 5 here from the 19-yard line.
Brody Meyer caught a pass out from the slot last drive there.
Nepa shotgun formation, going to keep it on the ground. Good cut at the 20, trying the inside. Good surge by that line, but going to be short at about the 16-yard line, setting up a big 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs with about 5 to go here in this second quarter.
And good job by that right side of the defensive line of not getting pushed back, controlling the line of scrimmage, maintaining good engagement with your O-lineman, and when you see ball, you shuck the guy off. Really good job there by A.J. Arini, number 99. The sophomore, yeah, you heard it right, this sophomore getting solid reps on this defense. Plays defensive end, number 99, A.J. Arini.
You can see Sammy Nepa coming to the near sideline, having a conversation. I think they're going to call a timeout. They are indeed. So 4:36 to go here in this first half. Grant, it's been all Romeo. It really has. Both sides of the field, it's been all Romeo.
It has. And Dakota, they haven't helped themselves. There have been 2 turnovers, costly. And then when they haven't turned the ball over, it's been punts. And they just can't find momentum. And it's all, you got to credit, I mean, this Bulldog defensive line, Tayshawn Proctor and Braden Watson and Anthony D'Angelo in the middle, those guys have really made it hard for this Dakota offense to really navigate and find rhythm.
Hey, you want to see some cool football weather? Watch this. Back in 2015, Romeo's Brad Tanner will make an incredible one-handed catch in the end zone in the 2015 postseason. The Bulldogs, of course, making that incredible run in 2015 to win the state championship. Grant, did you like playing in the snow?
I didn't mind it. I preferred snow over rain. I had one game, I think it was my sophomore, junior year at the big house. Indiana was later in the season they came to play, and it was, I mean, snow everywhere. It was pretty fun.
Big third down here. Nepa looking over that defense. 4 receiver set, single back. They shift now, the back on his left hip, trips far side. Nepa barks up the 6, back to pass on this 3rd and 2, setting up a screen. Oh, he dropped it.
Man.
It was there, Grant.
Yes.
It was there, and it may have gone for a while.
They had exactly what they wanted. They send Troy, or that was number 10, they send Brody Meyer in motion. They get the whole defense looking to that far side where 3 of those receivers are, and then they slip Cahoon, Parker, number 22, the running back, right through that defensive line and hit him right in the hands. Almost had a great catch, which would have turned into a huge screen run, and just couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they are going to try for 3 here. This is going to be, let's see where they set this down, Grant, about a 32-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Salah, the kicker, awaits a snap. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. The Bulldogs extend their lead, and that was a big kick. That may have been good from about 42 yards. Romeo up by 3 scores now, 17-0.
Yeah, Romeo looking strong right there, and even when their drives don't end how they wanted to, but they're still in great field position. They still leave the opportunity for a field goal, and you can't say the same about the Cougars. When the Cougars have struggled, they're all the way in their own territory. They have no opportunity for points. They don't even have the opportunity to even discuss as a staff, hey, should we think about going for it? So look for them to try to put themselves in better position situationally to give them an opportunity to try to go for it here, because they're going to have to. Down 3 scores now with about 5 left till half. They got time, but not time to waste, Sean.
Let's not forget, Romeo also gets the ball to start the second half.
That doesn't help the Cougars.
So, if the Cougars want to make a statement, the next 4:29 would be a huge one going into half. 17-0 Bulldogs. Another big kick. This one taken at about the goal line. Returnable. Starting near side, makes a cut at the 15. Hit right there. Great special teams coverage. Tackle made by Lockheed.
Yeah, really good tackle there. He plays that outside linebacker spot. Also making plays on special teams. And Rashad Wilson, number 11, just didn't have anywhere to go there.
So let's see what Nikos Davis and this Cougar offense can do. They got 4:21 on the clock.
Sean, I'm surprised we haven't seen any Nikos Davis quarterback design run. When he started getting the ground game going, 2 weeks ago when we watched him versus Stevenson, they started finding success. Wouldn't be surprised here if they finally tap in. And I got a good inclination. When number 5's in the game, that's Braden Henson. There's a good opportunity that Nikos Davis is going to run this football.
2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Davis back to pass, swings it out. Gets a block, makes a cut, makes one man miss 20, 25, just past the 25. Good enough for a first down up to about the 27-yard line.
Great catch there by the captain, number 8, Mason Dragic, 2-way starter, plays cornerback for this team. When you're down big, you got to get the chains moving. No better play than on first down to get a first down. Right now, Cougars are in a little bit of momentum here.
2 receivers lining near side, 1 far side. Davis directing the offense. Looking over that defense. Fresh set of downs. Pressure comes from Romeo. Going up top, looking for Goins. Great coverage out there. Great coverage. The dangerous number 1, Elijah Goins, didn't have a chance on that.
Yeah, Zach Thomas, number 29, the senior cornerback for the Bulldogs there with great did a great job of just staying over top, understanding that Elijah Goins not only is a great ball player, but boy, does he have speed. Keep everything in front of you. Get your distance. It's 3:45 till halftime. No need to get beat over top. Really good job by number 29, Zach Thomas, staying over top of their star player, Elijah Goins.
2nd and 10 for the Cougars on their own 27-yard line. Davis is going to have trip receivers near side, one far side, the dangerous. Goins in motion. Back to pass. Pressure comes. Swing it out of the backfield. Caught at about the 25, but brought down immediately. Aaron didn't have a chance there because stepping up and making a play is Nicholas Miller.
Nicholas Miller, the captain on this Bulldog defense. But a really good job by that defense and defensive coordinator of dialing up a pressure. They send 5, and Dakota Cougars only block 5. And we do have someone down.
Yeah, Jeremiah Aaron came up gimpy and tried to hop his way across the field, and it wasn't going to happen. He got about halfway and fell to the turf, so let's hope that young man's okay. Timeout on the field with 3:19 to go. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we will throw it down to Patty Cesarini. She'll have a conversation of interest and then throw it back to the studio. I promise you we'll have great content at halftime. No, really, I swear we will. If you get former NFL player Rob Rubick involved, I think that that's pretty much a guarantee, no doubt about that. Aaron's on his feet now. That's good to see. Mm-hmm. The junior running back, use him in a myriad of ways. Hobbling off on his own power. Good for him. Hope he's okay.
Well, Sean, they might be forced now. I mean, this is a 3rd down and long, but moving forward, depending on how Jeremiah Aaron fares, they might be forced to use Nico Davis in the run game here. We haven't seen it quite yet. Obviously, it's not going to be a big part of their game plan as they're down 3 scores. But when the play breaks down, Nico Davis showed us 2 weeks ago that he can make something out of nothing. And right now, they need something from their captain, their leader, the quarterback, number 2, Nico Davis.
This is a huge 3rd down, Grant. Trip receivers far side, one near side. Listen to the noise of this Bulldog crowd. Davis, shotgun formation. Bulldogs rush for the ball's tipped. Boy, are they bringing the pressure up front.
Yeah,
My goodness gracious.
They are. And they only brought 4 there, so it's not technically a pressure, but they're bringing games, they're bringing twists. Watch these guys. The D linemen are going to twist and stunt, and they're going to mess up the priorities for these O-linemen, and it's tough to pass it off. Look at the spin move up top, and then bottom side, that's Braden Watson coming in to make a play. Really good job. When you get in a quarterback's face like that, it is so hard to complete a pass, let alone a 3rd down and 10. Really good job by that Cougar defense there, or excuse me, Bulldog defense.
So another punt here. And let's see what Romeo decides to do. It's still a heck of a lot of time. And 2 timeouts and another short punt, Grant. Boy, when it rains, it pours. And unfortunately, right now, it's coming down pretty heavy for the Cougars.
It is. We talk about you got to win 2 out of 3 phases. And, man, Romeo is owning all 3 phases right now, which leads you to believe why they're up 17, man. Just nothing is working for this Cougar defense or offense or special teams right now.
3:01 to go. Great field position at the 45-yard line. Up 3 scores, Grant. Let's see what they decide to do here. I'm going to be intrigued myself. Sammy Nepa under center. Back to pass on 1st down. Throws, fires just out of the hands of his intended receiver, Troy Smith.
Man, and that's a tough play to defend because they're running run action. They're pulling linemen. Their quarterback's booting where it looks like it's a jet. It looks like it might be a quarterback run, but then they slip out these receivers and running backs into the corners and the flats, and they've been doing a good job. We saw a big explosive play by Troy Smith earlier on that same exact play, and almost a copy and paste. Dakota wasn't anywhere near him. They didn't see him. They lost him in the backfield, and that's why this wing T is causing Dakota so many issues because they're looking for the run. They're trying to see where their guys are going in the run game, but then these play actions sneak up on the Cougars for big explosive plays.
2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. Going to keep it on the ground this time. That's Smith again, up past the 45, about to the 43-yard line. I apologize. Was that Kako?
That's Royborn there.
Okay.
Ryan Royborn.
Royborn, my apologies.
Yeah. And number 32, Braden Schulte with a good tackle. They had great numbers on that run. If Braden Schulte isn't chasing it down from the backside, getting his hands on those legs, I think he picks up 5, 6, maybe even 7 more yards there. So great hustle play from the backside linebacker, number 32, Braden Schulte.
3rd and 8 from the 43-yard line. Nepa under center. Man in motion. Inside handoff. A lot of space. First down and more inside the 30. Makes a man miss at the 20. Inside the 15. Still going down to the 12-yard line.
Man, oh man, Sean. The offense, it's a bunch of marriages. Everything's going to look like something. They're going to make it all look like it's coming this way, and he's going to Statue of Liberty it back to the running back right here. Watch him. Great job. Look at this. Oh, my God. Look at that handoff. You got to practice that at least 5 times every day leading up to the game day because that is a hard handoff, and the coaches have to trust you because that's not easy. And these are high schoolers. They could mess that up, but they don't. They hit for a huge play. And, boy, if Braden Schulte again doesn't make that tackle, that's 6 right there, Sean.
Boy, they are just mixing things up nicely, Grant. Thoroughly impressed with this Romeo Bulldog team. Make no mistake about that. Up 17-0 and looking to add more with a 1st and 10 at the Cougar 13-yard line.
Yeah, this Romeo offense, these coaches are doing a great job of manipulating the responsibilities of this Cougar defense. When you see your linebackers and you say, hey, they got to read their keys, right? Well, they're reading those linemen. And if those linemen go to pull to one side or another, they're taught to trace and follow. And then you're supposed to meet him right at the line of scrimmage because then usually it's going to be some type of run to that side. But what they're doing is they're sending these linemen one way, linebackers are following that way, and then everything's coming opposite. So they're marrying these plays to look so similar, and it's causing these Cougar linebackers, this Cougar defensive ends, to go for the play that they think's happening, but really it's coming backdoor. And it just, long story short, this Bulldog offense is calling a great game here in this first half.
2 minutes to go. Romeo already up 17-0, looking to add to it just before halftime.
Good train formation. We did this at Michigan. Coach Harbaugh called it the train formation. We had everyone in. And it's really tough for a defense. Defense is looking for where their guy's at, and then they all go and they snap the ball quick.
Under center now. Nepa going to hand it off. Inside handoff, inside the 10, down to maybe the 8-yard line. Let's see, they're going to mark that at the 9, actually. But, Grant, again, you take 4 yards. On a first down, you take.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially here, I mean, you want to score, but also you're in a position too where 2 minutes, under 2 minutes left. You don't want to give them the ball back. So yeah, you just run it for a yard, 2 yards. If you get 4, even better. Helps your second down. And right here, I mean, they've been having their way offensively. Wouldn't be surprised if they pick up another 4 on this second down.
2nd, and we'll call it 7. Nepa back to pass. Fires incomplete. Good thing he threw that high because Goins break on the ball, he might still be running the other way.
Yeah, Goins, man. When he wants to go somewhere and he makes up his mind, he does it full speed, whether it's going to tackle a running back, going to drive a football. Right there, you see him almost get in that throwing lane and get his hands on it. Good thing Nepa, like you said, Sean, got a little bit of air on that for his intended target, Mitchell Milowski. But right there, Elijah Goins able to affect that throw, give this Cougar defense another life.
3rd and 7 from the 9-yard line. Romeo up 17-0 with 1:19 to go here in this first half. Nepa in the shotgun. Looks over that defense. Let's see what they dial up here. Nepa back to pass. Completes it. But good tackle there, at least holding on to the ankle and not letting him go and waiting for the reserves to come and finish him up, Grant.
Yeah, really good job there by Aiden Bashaw there, returning starter on this defense, part of that core linebacking group. He's a senior, he's 6 foot, he's 200 pounds. He plays that linebacker position perfectly right there with a great tackle. Didn't necessarily bring him down, but he slowed him up enough for his help to come, forcing a 4th down.
So another field goal attempt, I'm going to assume. You know what they say about assuming? Forget about that. I can tell you it's 4th down here. Hey, let's go back to 2015 as Romeo's Gia Milana was crowned Miss Volleyball. Gia led her team to a state title in 2014 and went on to play volleyball at Baylor University. Fun fact, Gia's mom was a standout playing softball and basketball at the University of Detroit. Grant, you take the 3 here, right?
Yeah, I would. You've been closer to the goal line, and they've still kicked it. I mean, you're up 3 scores. Another field goal, keep it 3 scores, but it gives you just a little bit more room to work with. Say these Cougars do make a run here in the second half.
So this will be, let's see where they mark this off, from about, we'll call it a 26-yard field goal attempt. Salah already has one to go along with a couple extra points. 26-yard attempt. The senior kicker waits for the snap. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. I had to wait. They delayed for me, Grant. So I waited for the officials to throw their hands up, and it is good. So Romeo extends their lead to 20-0. Hey, I'll tell you, moral victory for the Cougars, huh?
Yeah, moral victory. They did a great job there of keeping them out of the end zone. There was a few plays there where one missed tackle, and one of those Bulldogs would have been able to score there. So really good job by Elijah Goings, Aiden Bashaw, keeping their defense in this game, offense in the game, only allowing 3. Looking forward to the second half, see if they can turn it around.
1:04 to go before the half. I guess I'm going to ask you to be Coach Perry again. Do you take a couple cracks with 1:04 left, or do you lick your wounds and say, boys, let's just go in and talk about this?
I think if you're an OC here, you go through your plays and you find you have a stack of plays that you feel good about, that are good plays that could provide explosive, bigger plays for you, but also are on the safe side. I think you try 1, 2. If those don't work, then you try to not give them the football back. You run the ball, you drain this clock, you go into half. But if you get a first down and then your second play is another first down, then you got to step on that gas because, come the fourth quarter, they're going to wish they had used this 1 minute if it comes down to a one-score game.
Another deep, booming kick. This one carries into the end zone. Rashad Wilson catches it, but of course it comes out after the touchback. So we'll find out how Dakota deals with this. 20-0.
Yeah, talking with Coach Reiness too, he said that our best player might be our kicker, Joseph Seeley. He's just a guy that comes in, is so reliable, kicks the heck out of the ball. Just touchback after touchback, and you see it on those kickoffs. You see that he's 2 for 2 on field goals. Just a guy that knows how to do his job and does it at a high level. That's Joseph Seeley.
Empty backfield, going to swing it out. Caught by Lucci. Took a big hit right about the 25-yard line. He's a tough kid. He pops right back up. That's a gain of 5. No urgency. They do have 1 timeout left, Grant. They're not going to use it. Trip receivers far side, back to pass again. This one caught by Goins. Up close to the 30-yard line. Should be good enough for a first down, and indeed it is.
Yep.
So the clock stops momentarily with 38 seconds to go.
So they're not taking deep shots. They're not forcing the ball. They're just giving Nikos Davis, the quarterback, just a couple options, a couple outlets, trying to see if one of these skill players can break a big play.
Davis back to pass. Looks, fires, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, far side of the field. I believe that's Sills over there, the junior wide receiver, Jaden Sills.
Yeah, he's usually a reliable target. Had a few good catches 2 weeks ago at our game watching versus Stevenson right there. Just got to catch the ball before you run. You see a lot of these high schoolers so eager to run after the catch, but hey, you got to have the ball before you can run. Sills, he's good for that. He'll come back after that one.
2 receivers split each side, 2nd and 10. Davis back to pass, forced to step up in the pocket. Looking, firing across his body, incomplete. Oh, they're going to say Sills caught it.
We got one ref down here on the Romeo
that's
side.
Incomplete. Yeah, definitely. No doubt about it. We'll take a look at the replay here, Grant.
Let's see here. Good pocket movement, stepping up and then out. A bit of a risky throw, but he's trying to make something happen here. And let's see if this ball. Woo! That's close.
That's close.
It's close.
Very, very close. They're still having a conversation about it.
Yeah, I know if I was a receiver, I'd be saying that's a catch. They're gonna walk it back, say no catch there.
I think that's the right call. You're a wide receiver. I don't blame you for saying he caught it, right?
No.
That's what you guys do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's me. I'm telling him I caught it all day. I'm running that ball to the ref saying, hey, let's go, next play, let's go.
So 3rd and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Trip receivers near side, one far side. Davis, shotgun formation, back to pass. Forced to step up in the pocket, but down he goes. Sacked back at the 27-yard line. Is that Laveley?
Yeah, I believe so. Number 25, Ryan Laveley, getting in on that tackle. Really good job. Just when it looks like that pocket's going to empty out and he's going to have a lane, number 25, Ryan Laveley, steps in and makes that tackle.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Grant. Both sides of the ball. Romeo is just fine tonight. Both sides of the ball. Feeding off this energy in this crowd. And, folks, let me tell you something. I don't know if you can hear it. You can feel it here. This crowd is all kinds of fired up.
They are.
"12 seconds remaining." Remember how we were talking about how it was moving so quickly?
That second quarter came and slowed it up a little bit.
Having a blast out here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Aronofsky's had a couple go off the side of his foot. Let's see if Romeo decides to put some pressure on this. Now, they are sending a man back deep with 15 seconds remaining. Aronofsky awaits the snap, the senior kicker. Straight up in the air again. Another short kick. This is going to take a sideways bounce, and Romeo is going to be set up at the 43-yard line with 8 seconds remaining, Grant Perry.
Yellow hanky out there as well. But man, yeah, the punt game, just they can't get it going. When they need to flip the field, they almost reverse flip it and kick it in their own area. It's not working very well here for the Cougars.
This one's going to go against Romeo, so it's going to move him back here, Grant. I think that might change the trajectory of things a little bit. Let's wait and see. Going to move him back to, oh, for sure. Yeah, they're going to move them all the way back to the 45-yard line. That changes things dramatically.
Some of their worst field position today.
Yeah, right?
They've been
It's
starting
amazing.
in Dakota territory. I think about 3 out of the 4 drives they had. It's the punt game for Dakota just hasn't been able to flip the field, but they also haven't put themselves in a position. Now, that situation there, different game, and you're going into half, few seconds left. But they also haven't put themselves in a position to be able to go for it either on 4th down, and they're going to need to here in the second half.
Yeah, they're not fooling around here, Grant. They're not fooling around at all. Grant's phone even gave him a notification that said, "It's loud here."
Yeah.
What a half for the Bulldogs. 20-0. Your score here at halftime, and this hometown crowd is loving every single second of it. In just a moment, we'll throw it down on the field to Patty Cesarini. She'll have a conversation. You let me know when she's ready, fellas, and we will throw it down there. As a matter of fact, she's ready now. Patty, take her away.
Coach, your team's been firing on all cylinders, but what have you seen from your defense and how it's helped fuel your offense in the first half?
Obviously, getting some of those key turnovers, kind of putting a little bit of a stranglehold, and I think the energy of the crowd is our D-line is kind of getting after them up front, and they're flying around, so we just got to keep that going for the second half.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yep.
Sean.
Halftime here in Romeo. All Bulldogs in the first half. They're up 20-0. So glad you could join us wherever you may be here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
7-21.
Well, you know what we're going to do, Ryan? It's a little something different, and I'm excited about it. There's a lot of highlights, and we had to narrow it down a little bit because there's a lot of scoring on, but we're going to have a chance to put a little montage together of some replays in the first half. And
yeah, we've had a ton of touchdowns, as we said, and we're going to take a look at some of them here.
Yeah, we're going to start out at Dakota and Romeo, I think, we're going to start there. A lot of scoring. Sadly for Dakota, all the scoring's been done by Romeo, and the Bulldogs have been really putting it on the Cougars today. And you see right here, back into the flat, just too slow with the linebacker getting there. It leads to the first score, 7-0 lead. But Romeo's not done. Here's you're going to see the punt, and then you're going to see what happens here. Picked up by Dakota, and he fumbles the ball, not a muff, gets out of his hand, which now gives Romeo another short field. They take full advantage of it. They're ready to kick a field goal. They go hard count, great coaching, Kurt Reynes, and they get an extra chance at it, and then they run it in to make it a 14-0 game. Ensuing field goal here, you see, makes it 20, makes it 17, and they hit another field to make it field goal right here. Just sets it up. Nice play, a little draw, sprint draw. Toledo Rockets run that a lot, puts them in field goal range late in the first half. They're able to get another field goal to make it a 20-0 halftime score. As you see right here, puts it through. So nice job by the Bulldogs in the first half. Really, really surprising to me, Ryan. Surprising to you. And another one we're going to look at now is Monroe and Jackson. This Jackson High.
How about
the Vikings?
Speed?
Yeah, just speed kills, man. Just gets to the edge, gets on the sidelines. Here, another little deception. They faked a little inside read, hand on the end around. Does a nice job stretching it out, put it into the end zone.
Great cut as well to get into the end zone.
And then once again, right-handed quarterback rolling left. Love it. It forces you to twist your hips. Gets it behind the secondary. And as I said, when you saw that, I don't know how you allow people to do that in there. Final highlights are going to be the Big Reds of Muskegon. They just got a lot of this. Every year, Shane Fairfield got a lot of kids that can run. Once they split the seam, you're in trouble. Yeah, and right here, the quarterback's going to keep it himself, turns it up the field, does a nice job, turned in the end zone. So the Big Reds are having their way a little bit with the Sailors of Mona Shores. And
a lot of people are having their way with a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of points. A lot of points, really surprising. It's got to start sifting itself out a little bit, Ryan. We can't have these type of lopsided games because we know when you get to the playoffs, the games become tight. So sooner or later, we keep doing this, we're going to have 3 or 4 games that are going to come down to the wire like we did a little bit last week.
When what we're seeing here, and we showed just a little bit there a second ago, we're seeing a lot of explosive plays. These aren't just little 15-yard runs. I mean, we're seeing 50-yard, 40-yard, some big-time plays. And teams like Hudsonville, you mentioned, wait a minute, they were just down at the other 30-yard line. How did they get the ball in the red zone already?
Right, we can't even keep up with it.
These teams are moving fast.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We got 12 games going on. Sometimes we start chasing our tail a little bit, trying to get to that game. But you leave them on their own 20, and then you go to another game, you come back, well, now they're on the opposite 20. So you miss a big play here and there. But overall, I really enjoy this. I mean, I'm a football junkie as you are.
Yeah.
We get to sit here and watch it. We can see the 12 screens over here. We got the 4-box a lot of times here, sometimes a 6-box. And our producers and directors, they're scrambling, trying to keep us updated. But I think we're getting closer and closer and closer to staying on top of it, and it is really enjoyable. Every Friday night I get to come and watch football.
Well, Rob, you're seeing it. If we're having a hard time keeping up with all the scoring and all the big plays, what do you think the defenses are doing on the other side? They're not doing so well here in the first half. Obviously, a lot of teams need to make some adjustments because we got donuts on the board.
Yeah, well, I think you can see what donuts at halftime. You got to be excited for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, tell me this. Which game here surprised you the most?
Hudsonville Rockford.
Yeah, me too.
28-0.
Some people are going to say Dakota Romeo because that's a 20-0 game too. But the Rockford Hudsonville, after what Rockford did to Granville last week, this is a shocker to me that they're able to come out here and put these type of points on the board against a Rockford Rams team that really, really shut down Granville.
And they played East Kentwood the week before that, won that game as well. That was a lower scoring game. I believe it was 21-14. Could be wrong on that, but I believe it was. So defensively, they were doing a good job, and then boom, here we go right out of the gate. The big thing for me with Romeo, you mentioned the quarterback was out the first 2 weeks. They have now rattled off 3 straight wins. So they got their mojo going.
And soon to be 4 if Dakota can't change its fortunes here in the second half.
Dakota has only given up 31 points in 5 games. Already it's 20-0 at the half.
Yeah, now we got a little action up in the upper left. Actually, one of our better games.
Yeah, it is 14-0. It's Muskegon leading Mona Shores right now as they begin the third quarter. But, 14 points, not too much to overcome, Rob.
Back is offset to the left.
One thing you don't want to do with this Muskegon offense and how quick it is give them good field position to start.
Right.
So.
Yeah, 35's okay. No long return. Quarterback's going to keep the ball. Boy, you're right. Bradford has just got quick feet, too.
I mean, that's Muskegon's never been a team that hasn't had a lot of weapons, that's for sure.
No, right, exactly. I'm going to counter that and just say last year because they were heavy pass with Young.
And I think that,
and that was an experiment.
It was, and I think they admit that is an experiment they don't want to
ever go back to.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, Muskegon
he's basically said it.
Right.
He being Coach Fairfield.
Yep. Bradford. Boy, it's just, you see Bradford get outside the tackle or the DN, then you say like, oh no. But it's enough for the first down for the Big Reds. And you got to believe it's going to be, which it was in the first half, it's going to be a ground-heavy attack right now. They're big up front, Steve. Their front five are big.
Yeah, and they don't list height or weight on their roster, but they are big up front.
I bet you're 250, 260 to cross the front five. They're not super big like the one team that when Bradford was there, they averaged 6'6", 3 something. I mean, they were.
There's a good stop.
Yep.
Stewart, yep. I think you're going to see what we saw the first half, and you're going to see him mix in that pass occasionally that throws Mona Shores off balance, and can they defend that when they take that shot?
Montel Dockery is the offensive coordinator. He coached here at Shores for a few years.
Yeah.
He went to Adrian College and coached. So Doc is working at he's middle school athletic director, Montrell is.
Is he?
Yeah. Like a dual H-back look. A little counter move right there. Bradford's going to break one. Bradford's going to, they're going to make him they're going to spot him about a yard short of the first down.
You'll just see he comes here.
Boys, you got to wonder, I'm looking at George Duggins down there walking with George have made a difference on both sides of the ball, possibly. With the Achilles injury, he's back
possibly. I'd say 100%.
Right. Oh, exactly. But he's jogging right now. Hopefully in a week or two he'll start hopping a little bit.
Another big third down if they can get a big stop here.
3rd and 1. H back in motion. We got a flag.
False
procedure against. Got to be against the Big Reds, I would think. They're marching back.
Boy, I'm telling you, you've mentioned it several times, and you can't overstate how big the kitchen is.
All right, Rob, second half's are beginning. Obviously, Muskegon and Mona Shores already going. Howell and Heartland, the Battle M59, they're going as well. Our Mike Ivasil is there.
Are we going to Michael?
Yeah, I think we're going to check him out.
We're back here at Heartland where we have just started the third quarter. There's 10 minutes left. Heartland has the ball. The story of the first half was the Howell Highlanders offensive line and running backs. Their offensive line was just opening up the holes, and we had Christian Farron with 50 yards, Bryce Kish with 54 yards, and Jack Gondik with 35 yards, including an exciting 26-yard run that capped off a 5-minute drive. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Rob, that's always a good one. And it is here again today, according to Mike. So we appreciate him. We'll check back with him in a little bit. Anything you want to keep your eye on here in the second half as we're starting to kick those off here?
Yeah, the drive in the upper right, Muskegon, they score here. Mona Shores is really up against it. As we talk about scoring.
Boom. Howell.
Yeah, and Howell just really turned the ball over by Heartland. They turn it defensively, they get a touchdown. And that's, we sit here, we don't care who wins. Right. We're just trying to keep them close, and we're hoping that, Heartland puts a drive together and Howell turns around, and then here, Mona Shores has Muskegon in a 3rd and 6, and before you know it, this is what happens.
Well, they can't stop that dude. Lamar Bradford just been everywhere.
He is cartoon quick, boy. He's got feet. He's got wonderful ballerina feet, just so light on him, so quick through the hole. And shows a little bit of power as well. So yeah, Shane Fairfield is another fine team, the Big Reds of Muskegon. But it's so competitive on that side of the state with the Division II and Division III because there's so many really good teams.
Yeah, and I believe that's his 3rd touchdown on the ground today. So that's a 20-0 lead over their crosstown rivals. Mona Shores. Kick is up. Looks like it is through. Frankenmuth and John Glenn, as you can see, nothing's going on still there at halftime, 28-0.
Both our two games, we started the second half, just went to 21-0.
Yeah.
2 scores.
Unbelievable. Howell over Heartland, 21-0 as well.
Well, you come out in the second half, you have the football, you start to try to move the football a little bit, and then before you know it, you turn it over and it goes the other way for 7. And now you see yourself digging a big hole. You're down 21-0, and Heartland is just really up against it.
Hey, Rob, here's one game that took place this afternoon. De La Salle taking on River Rouge, and you know De La Salle needed a big win today.
Dan Rowan, right, he's going to get it 28-14.
Yeah, here they are. Check them out.
Panthers.
Coming out here, River Rouge looking for a big win as well. De La Salle been kind of kicked around so far in the Catholic League, so they're looking for a bounce back after that Week 2 near loss to Davison when that field goal was no good. Let's take a look at it. Both teams 1-4. Need to win out to keep their playoff hopes alive. Sophomore quarterback Grayson Thurston to Jackson Tour. That's a 15-yard tutty. Pilots up 7-0 after 1. Second quarter. Here comes De La Salle. They're driving again. And we're going to have that Princeton commit. Anthony Batanti taking the direct snap. That's 6 yards. He finds the paint again. DLS now up 14. But River Rouge, 14's no big deal. We can come back from that. Next possession. They've got a quarterback under center, and he is a freshman. Bryce Jackson connects to Cartier Scott Wiley. 45 yards to the crib. Panthers down 14-7 at the break, though. They go, get a little refreshment, get a little warm-up, maybe get a little talking to. Third quarter, Rouge has the ball to start the third. Jackson, screen door is open. It's the senior, Williams Hobbs. He's doing the rest. It's a double nickel, 55 yards, touchdown. We are tied at 14.
He's lucky the speed limit wasn't 55. He might have got ticketed.
That's right. Don't do that, kids. But be excited. Tied at 14. But guess what? De La Salle is going to respond. Their own 5-yard line. Yeah, no problem. Batanti again. He's feeling a little runny. Get him a Kleenex or
Get
something.
That piano on my back. Somebody take that piano off my back.
Now, he was about to run out of gas, but he was so far in front of everybody. He is out of here. Pilots in cruise control after that one. 21-14, and they add a little insurance. Look at him. Where is the water, sir? Please.
Oxygen,
Incredible
I'm looking for.
run there. Yeah, maybe some oxygen. More insurance here in the third. Batanti, Malachi Walker. Oh, little trouble? No problem. Now he's got it. Look at that, fighting through till he crosses the goal line. And now we're going to jump to the end here. De La Salle, their crowd's going crazy because they get a much-needed win. It's been a few weeks.
Hey,
28-14.
it has for Dan Rowan and his staff, but this was a great win because it was homecoming, the first homecoming at the new stadium for De La Salle, and they get the W. And a tough loss for River Rouge, but River Rouge, I'll tell you what, they play a schedule now.
Oh,
they
man.
don't shy away from anyone.
Do they ever? Every year they fight an incredible fight. So here we go, back to our quad box.
Oh, we got Howell on the bottom right with a 21-0 lead. Heartland with their backs up against it. Looks like Howell trying to make it a 4-possession game. A little full house tee here, old school.
Good fight there. Had a couple of guys on the big fella, number 4. No, the ball was still moving.
We got Mona Shores trying to mount something. They're across the 50 at least in the upper right against Muskegon. They got a little wide receiver screen. He can't catch the ball.
And I believe
it's
that was a
incomplete
forward
pass. Yeah, it was forward. So Mona Shores, they can't get out of their own way right now. It's amazing when things go south on some teams. It's just hard to right the ship sometimes. And Mona Shores is facing that. We see also on the bottom right here, Howell going in again against Heartland. Heartland just really can't get anything going offensively, and they can't stop Howell defensively.
Great job there, keeping it himself, getting around, getting the edge. And not sure what happened at the end of that play. Screen's a little dark there in the back corner. Players don't know either. Is it a touchdown? Is it a fumble? We'll get a signal here in a second.
Well, I know that the runner was not in the end zone. So he must have fumbled, and they must have ruled it down before the fumble, because it looked like Howell, the offensive team, recovered it in the end zone. They wanted a touchdown. Yeah. But the official said no, that the runner was down, so they're going to mark it on the one. It'll still be Howell's ball.
Yep. 21-0, looking to add to that lead here. As you can see, we've got zeros on the board in every one of our games. Frank and move John Glenn, 28-0. Here comes Mona. Great cut there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a first down for Mona. They're in business. Here comes Howell again. Great fight for a score. They're opening this thing up against the rivals, Rob.
And Heartland, another of those teams, we talk about all the teams with Michigan helmets around the state of Michigan. Well, that's not paying off tonight. Amazing blue of Heartland.
Oh, what a great listen. Really. Ryan Slocum, Rubes, Rob Rubick, outstanding job, fellas. Speaking of outstanding job, cheesy broadcaster segue. Let's throw it down to Patty Cesarini. Patty?
Coach, very uncharacteristic first half from your team. What were the sticking points in the locker room?
Well, turnovers, and we gave them short fields, and they capitalized early, jumped us early. And we got to be more consistent on offense and sustain a drive, get our defense off the field. And defensively, we got to get our discipline back. The first half was not us, and we're going to hopefully show up in the second half.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Great
Sean.
stuff, Patty. Appreciate you, as always. Grant, no doubt about that. That didn't look anything like the Macomb, Dakota team that we saw. And I think what he said to start that entire sequence was, we got to give our defense a little bit of a break.
Yeah, they do. They have to, about the defense, they got to start playing complementary football. And what I mean by that is when their offense is on the field, it can't be 3 and out. It can't be 1 first down and then we're punting the next 4th down. Like, we have to put together drives and put the Romeo Bulldogs defense in a bind and get those guys tired. So when we can tire out the other defense, then we're going to start seeing some flashes, some explosive plays. But when the defense for the Bulldogs is so well rested, that's when you see that defensive line led by Tayshawn Proctor, number 36, and Braden Watson, just pinning their ears back, going for the quarterback. So look for this Cougar offense to try to get this thing going again, but not before the Romeo Bulldogs get the ball.
I am not joking when I say this. This is an unbelievable atmosphere out here. And Grant, we didn't get a chance to develop it, but you had a noise warning come up on your smartwatch?
I did, yes. Right at the half, right when the crowd got loud, I got that loud environment notification, and I proceeded to put on my earphones so I didn't hurt my ears. So it's bumping here, folks. Romeo Bulldogs, they bring it. The whole community is out here tonight, and you see why. They're up 20-0 going into the second half.
And, oh, by the way, they will receive this second half kick, up 20-0. And certainly Dakota looking for any kind of spark. Austin Aronowski to kick this off. Second half is underway here on the State Champs Network and Local 4 Plus. This is going to go well into the end zone. Romeo will start with the touchback. So many things went right for Romeo in that first half on both sides of the ball, but Grant, as often is the case, the work in the trenches on both sides of the line really kind of set the pace.
Yeah, it did. And the line of scrimmage for the Bulldogs is really what set the tone there, especially defensively. And offensively, the play calling, the diversification and attack points, right, where we attack through the middle, then we attack on the perimeter, and then we get a little throw down the field, right? They did a great job of not being predictable, really had the Cougars on their toes, guessing at what was coming next, not really ready for that next play. Let's see if they stick with that momentum that they had in that first half and keep driving this football.
Sammy Nepa wearing the number 2 leads the Bulldogs on the field. 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line, just underway. Going to hand it off. A little space out over the 20. Look out, broken tackle. 40, 50, 40. Makes a cut at the 35. Hit from behind and brought down at the 27-yard line. My goodness gracious, Grant Perry.
Man, that was a great run. That was a counter run. They had 2 pullers at the point of attack, And Rashad Wilson had the tackle as a cornerback. You're going to see it right here. They're going to pull these backside guys to the front side, and they're going to have it blocked up exactly what they want. Right here, Rashad Wilson, number 11, has the opportunity, misses, and then so does Elijah Goins. And when you miss 2 tackles being in the secondary, that leaves nobody to help right there. Great job by the other safety, Dominic Van Fleet, bringing down the tackler, or the running back, but not before they get into the Cougar territory.
Marked at the 26-yard line. Nepa back to pass, looking, firing, some contact out there, no flag, incomplete. There's the flag. Late flag. Boy, Grant, there was definitely contact out there. Well, I think you and I saw it, and certainly our viewing audience saw that as well.
Yeah, it looked like Troy Smith took Aiden Bashaw for a little ride there. Aiden Bashaw was very heavy on his back, whether it was holding or kind of just hovering over him. I think the refs got the call right there.
I always say it, I don't care if the flag's late. Just get the call right.
Yeah, that's all.
Just get the call right.
That's all we asked.
Did the flag come in late? Sure it did, but I think that was the right call. Officials at this level do such a good job. They really do. Shout out to the MHSAA officials for doing the work that they do. Appreciate you guys. What a thankless job.
Coach Bauer, one of the other coaches, it looks like.
Yeah, that's going to be
having some words with Stripes.
Couple flags flew on the far side of the field.
Yeah. That's what happens. It's when your team isn't hitting that gear that you know that they can hit, man. It trickles down. Coaches get frustrated. Assistant coaches get frustrated. Things, you said it, Sean. When it's raining, it's pouring.
We could use some rain in the area, okay? As somebody who I'm obsessive about my yard, I'm not going to lie to you. Could we mix in a little rainstorm, Grant? Just a little one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll talk to the people.
Thank you. I know you know everybody. So, Grant, just like that, a mere 37 seconds into this second half, Romeo setting up shop with a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Nepa looking to the near sideline, awaiting the play call to come in. Single back. Sends a man in motion. Inside handoff. Makes a cut in the backfield, but brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Might even be a loss of a couple feet there. Good surge by the Cougar front four that time, Grant.
Yeah, really good job by Emilio Lynch, number 50, the senior defensive tackle. Understanding, hey, I'm seeing the jet motion coming in my picture, but the front side run is still going there, so I got to stay to my gap. He does just that, and the captain, 50, Emilio Lynch there with a great tackle.
That's going to be a loss, actually. They marked that back to the 8-yard line, so it is now a 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Romeo on top 20-0. Threatening again. Nepa shotgun formation. Keep it on the ground. Following some blockers. Makes a cut at the 5, but tripped up there. Falls forward inside the 5. Setting up a 3rd and goal from just inside the 5.
And you see here, they try to get the defensive end, the junior, Tayshawn Proctor, in the game. He's that big defensive end, but provides that big running back ability near the goal line. And right here, if you're his coach, you're just telling him, hey, we stay on the ground. You got a lot of weight advantage over a lot of these kids. Stay on the ground, run through them. When you jump in the air, you have no control on where you're going to end up. And that's really how people get hurt. Stay on the ground. You got that weight. Go ahead and run through somebody.
3rd and goal. Proctor stays in as the lone setback.
Watch Troy in the flat here.
Nepa whispers something to him. Fake the handoff. Back to pass. Throwing outside. Tackled at about the 1-yard line. So decision time for the Bulldogs. Do you go for it at 4th and 1, or do you take a gimme chip shot field goal? I don't think there's any debate. They're keeping the offense on the field.
Yeah, why not, man? It's the top of the 3rd. You push the ball all the way to essentially the 1-yard line. You had 2 opportunities in that first half to go for it. You didn't. You kicked 2 field goals. You got 2 field goals. You're trying to get a running clock here. You're trying to make a statement against a division opponent. I respect their decision to go for it right here.
4th and goal, just outside the 1. Nepa, under center, sends a man in motion. Hands it off, going near side, touchdown. Guess who? Troy Smith.
Troy Smith, only a junior on this team, really shown why he is a underclassman, not a senior, but he is a baller, man, and he's had really good plays today. He's had some corner routes that he snuck out of the backfield, made some big catches. Saw him with that goal line catch to put him on the one, and then they call his number again with the receiver jet sweep, and he gets across the goal line with a great stiff arm. Not before Ryan Roarburn had a great seal block on the edge, and man, these Romeo Bulldogs are taking full advantage of the home crowd environment, and they're laying it on thick.
8:59 to go. 26-0 Romeo. PAT pending. Awaiting the snap. The snap is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. All Bulldogs, Grant. All Bulldogs here.
Yeah, and right here, you're just going to see it. Really good job. I want you to watch the edge right here, number 8. That's Roarburn. He's going to have a great seal block, which allows Smith to get to the perimeter. Good job by 8, and then right here, use that weapon. Use that stiff arm. Keep him away from you. And you see the swagger, the ability, the unique skill set, what Coach Reines called number 6, Troy Smith.
So they extend their lead to 27-0 with 8:59 to go. Hey, with high school sports back in action, we ask you to pull those phones out. Go on, do it right now. Capture the big moments on the field. Send us your clips at statechampsnetwork.com/fanvision or via our social media DMs. Wow, Grant, 27-0 Romeo.
Man.
And this is a darn good Macomb, Dakota team. Make no mistake about that.
5-0. They came in here 5-0. Romeo came into this contest 3-2, and looking like they might be 4-2 after this one.
Kick taken at about the 1 yard line. Look out, a bunch of space out there. One man to beat. 40, 30, he gone. Elijah Goins hit from behind but falls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, oh man, what a response. What an answer. We do have a flag on the Cougar sideline. Looks like it might be a sideline warning. We'll see how that affects the play, but boy, oh boy, Elijah Goins, we know he's a baller. We know he can change the game. What a return by him.
Boy, is that young man explosive.
Yes, he is.
I'm telling you, my partner wasn't lying to you in the pregame, folks. We saw it a couple of weeks ago, and just watch this.
Yep, watch this return. Watch him hit the gas. Trust in the blocking, straight north and south. No dancing, one straight line, and once you get to the kicker, man, you just run right by him. Really good job here, and a really good job by number 11, Rashad Wilson, of having discipline, not cracking back, just getting in front of him, affect them a little bit. You see a lot of high schoolers at this level. They'll try to blow him up, and that'll bring that play right back. Great job by Rashad Wilson, and most importantly, Elijah Goins, number 1.
I want to give a shout out to Nicholas Miller, who never gave up on that play and nearly tackled him at the 1 yard line. That is awesome. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't show up on a stat sheet, and I hope every one of your coaches give you a helmet sticker for that. Snap down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:44 to go here in the third quarter, Dakota gets a much-needed boost, Grant Perry.
Much needed. And we're essentially just right back to the snap after half. We came into halftime 20-0, and now Romeo still maintains a 20-0 lead, or 27-7, but 20 points. So let's see what they're going to do here. They had a great drive, an explosive play by Parker Cahoon, number 22, broke 2 tackles. Look for them to get that ground game going again and just keep dribbling away the clock.
Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship-level college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at LTURecruitYourself.com. Can I give a special shout-out to one of the members of our crew?
Please do.
Mike Foss was terrified because he knows what a diva I am. He was terrified to be the man in charge today. Mike Foss, you're doing a fantastic job. See, I'm not a bad guy. I got Grant next to me. If I start being a bad guy, Grant's going to give me a push and turn into an anaconda again, right? Okay, the entire crew. Kevin, shout out to you as well. You're always, but you know me. You're not worried about me. Poor Mike is going, oh, that Belizean guy, I don't know. I've heard things. This one going deep in the end zone, and another touchback. 8:44 to go. Romeo will start at their own 20-yard line, up 20 points. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I want to see here if that kickoff return put a little fire into this defense of the Cougars, Macomb, Dakota. Let's see if anything's changed. See if they got any more pep in their step. That last drive on defense, man, they gave up some big plays, and it was quick. It was a quick hitter, one of the quickest hitters we've seen. So let's see if they can bend and not break on this drive here.
1st and 10. Nepa looking over that defense. 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side. Single back on the left hip. Going to keep it on the ground. A couple of jukes in the backfield. Works his way up to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards, setting up a 2nd and 7. Let's see if they start to utilize this clock a little bit more as well, Grant. I mean, when you do the math, just over 20 minutes remaining in a 20-point lead, no need to be heroic. You can work some time off that clock. Taking their time, getting back to the line of scrimmage on this 2nd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Nepa going to hand it off. It's Smith. Boy, did he get popped. Oh, what a lick out there, Grant Perry.
Ooh.
I think that's a 6-on-6 crime, isn't it?
Yes, that is. We'll see here. I think he's coming from that safety spot. This is coming from back here. That's Dominic Van Fleet, the captain, 2-year starter, comes in. Watch him shoot this gap right here. He's still coming. Look at him. That's picture-perfect tackling. Head on ball. Look at that. Oh, I mean, when you want to show somebody how to tackle, you show them that clip right there. That's how you meet somebody in the hole. And that's not a linebacker, folks. That's a secondary safety. Some of these safeties at high school don't love to tackle. Not Dominic Van Fleet. He'll get up in your grill now.
Boy, is that Troy Smith tough. He is taking some shots here. Nepa, shotgun formation, back to pass. Pressure comes from the outside. He fires, overshoots the intended receiver. Incomplete. So, Dakota gets that defense. As that pass was intended for Meyer, Dakota gets that defensive stop that they were asking for, Grant.
They do. Out of time left, too. I mean, if they get a quick score here, say they score in the next 3 minutes, they're looking at a 13-point game, 2-score game with a quarter and 3 minutes left. That's plenty of time at this level. We've seen some crazy stuff happen. 2 weeks ago, we saw them block 2 punts, too, so who's to say they don't do it here?
Let's see if they go after it here. Although I have a feeling they're going to set up a return. Rugby-style kick, flags fly everywhere, though I think there was a little movement beforehand. Let's wait for the official call down there, Grant, but yeah, indeed it is.
Good eye, good eye.
Back them up a little bit. It appears like Dakota still looking to set up the return there. 3 men deep, or two men deep. You got Lucci back there and Rashad Wilson.
Yep. You're going to see all these guys. They're going to try to hold up their guys at the line of scrimmage versus rush. Great call there, Sean, with 2 returners deep. They're trying to set up a return. You see all these guys are going to block here on this play.
Low snap, rugby-style kick, gets it away, looking for that bounce. Oh, and it gets a big Romeo bounce. Inside the 40, still going. And it's going to be finally down just inside the 35. So that is where the Macomb, Dakota Cougars offense will take over. And Grant, you're right, getting the ball back so quickly. There's still 26 minutes and 53 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, and if you're Dakota here, you're not going to be able to throw the ball every play because, I mean, they're just going to be able to sit on that. But you got to get the run game going. And I still am a believer that if you get Nico Davis moving here, yes, it's your quarterback. Yes, you don't want him taking hits. But if you can design some plays where the defense has to think about and respect the quarterback run, I think it's going to open up this offense.
It goes Davis. Shotgun formation, hands it off. Good hard run with a big push over the pile. That's going to be about 4 yards.
Yeah.
Setting up a 2nd and 6.
And we could hear the Dakota coach is not happy there because of the handoff. Just not the best mesh point from the running back to quarterback. And they are in no position to have any more self-inflicting wounds. They have to be sharp and perfect from here on out if they want to get back in this football game.
4 receiver set. Davis in the shotgun looking over that defense. Back to pass on 2nd and 6. Steps up. Now he's forced out. Looking to fire. Does intercept it. Look out. Lots of room near sideline. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Lockbeiler. A second crucial interception, and this one goes to the house, but hold everything back at the 39-yard line. There's a hanky on the field.
Are the Cougars going to get saved here, Sean? That's the question.
Nope.
No, they're not. No, they're not. And that's just, we'll see this replay, but Nico Davis trying to make a play. He rolls to the front side, tries to look back left to the late. Looks back left late here. So you can see him roll right, trying to hit a little concept to the front side. And then as soon as he comes back left, he's going to look and think that he has an opportunity. But Josh Lockbeiler is playing recess football. He's playing off, saying, hey, it looks like he's open, but he's really not. Really great job there by the safety, the senior, who's stepping in for an all-state safety who graduated last year. Number 11, looks the part, plays the part, and that's their second interception on the day.
Hey, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials every year. Over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so much more. Log on to mhsaa.com for more info. Quite the conversation out there by the officials. Now they're coming to the near sideline. Not sure what that conversation is about. Coach Reines is being approached. Still a conversation. Grant, I don't even want to venture a guess what's going on right now.
Yeah, your guess would be as good as mine here. What they're attempting to do here.
Look at our guy, Ernest, down there. He's got his camera. Look at that. What a great shot right in your living room. Great job, Ernest. Always appreciate the work you do. Well, they're going to mark this.
Is that the kick? Is that are they going back on defense? I don't know where they're going with this, Sean.
I'm not sure.
And how bad was the penalty? Jeez. Oh, no touchdown.
No touchdown.
Is that what it's going to be? I'm a little confused here. Okay. So touchdown's good. No good.
No
okay.
touchdown.
Okay. Must have been some type of legal block on the return. Maybe he stepped out.
Yeah, sorry. Boy, Grant, I could be wrong. I thought I saw a gentleman signal touchdown, but what do I know?
I think I saw a couple signal.
But as it is, Sammy Nepa back on the field at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They lead by 20. They keep it on the ground. Nothing fancy there, just mano-a-mano football, and that's a gain of 3 yards, setting up a 2nd and 7 as they can chew some clock here to be short, Grant.
Yep, they're going to chew it. They're going to keep running their plays that they run. You see the motions and the shifts, and you can see the Cougar defense trying to communicate, trying to get in place. But they just are a step behind, and let's see if Romeo can use that as their advantage.
2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs at the 42. Coming near side, cutting it back against the grain, but brought down there. No room out there that time. A couple guys on the spot, including Andrew Chadwick, the linebacker. And that's going to be brought down at the 42, setting up Grant again what should be about a 3rd and 7.
We're going to see what they do with Sammy Nepa here. He's had some good throws today. He loves throwing that shallow cross to one of his skilled receivers and letting him try to run with it. It's a safe throw here. That or some type of screen wouldn't surprise me here as well.
Lining up far side of the field is Joey Nepa. Trips, as a matter of fact, far side of the field. Sammy Nepa, shotgun formation, empty backfield. Back to pass. Steps up, fires, incomplete. You know who he's going for. Troy Smith with that crossing pattern, but smelled out nicely by the Cougars defense there.
Yeah, Cougar, they've been on it. There was a shallow cross that they ran earlier in the first half, and the Cougars were nowhere near it. But since then, they've been doing a good job of covering it. And boy, do the Cougars get away with 6-7 points there. Picks sit turned out to be in their favor here. They're going to get the ball back. An opportunity to get this down to a 2-score game.
2 men back deep again for the Cougars. That's going to be Wilson And Lucci. High punt this time. Takes a bounce. Nearly hit Lucci. That's going to be a touchback.
Yep.
Great effort, but just couldn't keep it from bounding into the end zone. And a flag right in front of our broadcast vantage point. Let's see what the call is here. I thought for a second they were throwing it at Grant, turning into an anaconda. That way you started to slither, Grant. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't even know how it happened, man. It's just part amphibian or something. Reptile, I don't know what kind of animal it is.
Oh, fun night out here in Romeo. Make no mistake about that. Romeo's getting the ball back. He said, my goodness gracious. Yep, no doubt. Maybe it was roughing the punter. Your guess is as good as mine, Grant. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're not privy to the conversations down there. I can just tell you that Sammy Nepa and the offense is back on the field.
Just when it looked good for the Cougars, it looks great
boy.
For the Bulldogs.
Yeah, one of those nights, huh? Sammy Nepa looking over that defense, sends a man in motion. Going to hand it to the running back, though. Some space over the right side, down to about the 21-yard line. Going to mark him down at the 22, give him 4, setting up a 2nd and 6.
That was a really good run by Parker Cahoon, the junior running back. He's the lead ball carrier in this offense. He sees the most touches. You can tell there just the patience in letting those blocks develop in front of him. Really good tackle, though, by Elijah Goins, or else he's running for another 5, 10 more yards. But the patience by Parker, number 22, allowing those pulling guards and tackles to get out in front, have really benefited this offense in the run game.
Junior running back Parker Cahoon. 2nd and 5 from the 22-yard line. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Man in motion again. Nepa's going to hand it off on the jet. Good cut inside the 20. Right around that first down marker. I think he's got it, Grant. He does indeed.
He does. And that's Brody Meyer. Brody Meyer is another guy on this team that's been around. They're returning about 5 total starters, 4 on offense, 1 on defense. And Brody Meyer is one of those 4 on offense. He's a 3-year starter on this team. Number 10, he plays receiver, he plays wing back. Really, a lot of these pieces are interchangeable, and that's what they like about this offense is, hey, yeah, someone may go down, but we can plug and chug because what we ask of these guys isn't too much. Everyone on this team can make and operate this offense.
3:25 to go here in the third quarter. Romeo looking to get one more. Halfback pass incomplete. Had a man near side. That was Meyer, but that ball, Meyer didn't have a chance at it.
Nope, and they bring in number 16 to throw that. That's Parker Siak, the junior, and that's his first snap tonight. Probably a little nerves there, and I've been there before. I've thrown a pass at the University of Michigan, and it didn't go well, but it's okay. There's always next time.
All right, you're going to have to define that when we have time.
Yeah, absolutely.
What didn't go well?
It was a completion, but it should have been 6. My tight end roommate was wide open, and I threw a pop fly out there. Sean McKeon.
Okay, yeah. How do you spell his first name?
The good way.
The only way. Thank you. Appreciate that. Check will be in the mail. 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Nepa rolling, stopping, firing over the head of the intended receiver, Meyer, setting up a 3rd down.
They're trying to run a little 2-man combination to the field there, running a little hitch route by number 10, Brody Meyer, and they're trying to sneak Joey Nepa on a little corner post to the corner there, and just not enough time for Sammy Nepa. Tries to throw a little quick outlet to Brody Meyer and just couldn't quite complete it, bringing up a 3rd down and 10.
Clock stops. 3:18 to go here. All Romeo except for an electrifying, I believe that goes in the book for 99 yards by Elijah Goins. I think it was 99-yard kickoff return. 3rd down here. Empty backfield. 5 receiver set. Nepa with a keeper. He didn't have a chance. That is blown up for a loss all the way back to about the 24-yard line. Evan Wolf, the defensive end, just threw him down, and they're going to send the field goal unit out there, Grant. Let's see where they mark this. This is going to be, what, about a 36-yarder, I think. And about a 35-yarder, just to be precise. It'll still be a 3-score lead if this is good. Awaiting the snap. The 35-yard attempt. Snap is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 2:23 to go here in the third quarter, the Bulldogs extend their lead to 30-7.
Coach Ryan, he wasn't lying, man. He said our kicker, Joseph Seeley, might be our best player, and, man, he's shown it today. He's shown range. He's shown accuracy. Being able to punt that ball in foot as well. Don't take that for granted. And looks like number 83 is actually coming off the field a little gingerly. Hopefully he's okay. That's Mitchell Nakowski.
Boy, he's got a big leg, doesn't he? Seems like every one of his kicks look like they could be good from another 10, 15 yards out.
Yeah, they do.
Well, you can take a look at the crowd here. They're having some fun. The band comes and sits down, joins their parents. I saw some of the cheerleaders come up and hug their mums and dads. $30-7. The work is definitely cut out for Macomb, Dakota. A lot of time left, but boy, the way the Bulldogs are playing both sides of the ball, Grant. Another deep kickoff. Let's see if this one is returnable. It is from about the 2-yard line. Coming up the middle. Look out! Sheila, the only one with a chance, and the kicker knocks him out of bounds. And flags come flying. Look at that. A bevy of flags come flying out. But another big return. I believe that was Wilson this time, Grant.
Yes, it was. Really good return. We saw him have a blocked field goal return for a touchdown 2 weeks ago. This time, goes ahead and flips the field here on kickoff return. Really good job. And then they're going to get the kicker, Joseph Seeley, with a little extracurricular tackling outside of the playing field. And Coach won't be too mad about that. The kickers aren't asked to tackle a lot. Just happy that he didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah, young man, you saved a touchdown. There's no doubt about that. Did I see the face mask out there? I think I saw a face.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Well, there are a couple, as a matter of fact.
He might have grabbed some face mask. He might have grabbed a whole lot going on that one. Can't blame him.
Just stop the touchdown, right?
Jake Bates-esque, if you will.
Yeah. So at least Dakota, in the waning moments of this third quarter, have a chance to get a quick one here. Let's see where they move this ball up to, Grant. I think they're going to move it up to, what, the 25-yard line? Now they're still moving up, aren't they?
They're going way up there.
Now they're still going. Still going. Boy, great field position. He saved a touchdown, but Dakota's going to start this drive at what, the 12? I think that's where they're marking it, the 12-yard line.
This is remarkable.
So, 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 12-yard line. Davis, keeper, makes one man miss. Inside the 5, dives for the goal line. I think he's going to be short. Yeah, he's definitely going to be short. They're going to say knee went down about the 3-yard line. Timeout with a $1:59 to go here. That should be a 1st and goal situation at about the 3-yard line, Grant.
Yeah, here we go. Quarterback draw. Good job. Design run, and good job by Jeremiah Aaron, number 4, the running back, getting the man on the body. And then, hey, quarterback design run actually works here for the Cougars. Let's see if they stick with it. And he's a big boy, man. He's 6'2", 190. Like, you feel good with him running the football. I just want to see a couple plays happen in a row, That's all I want.
A minute 59 to go in this third quarter. Romeo on top by a score of 30-7. You have to wonder if Dakota gets a touchdown here. Grant, is it onside kick time yet? I don't know. Did you know that Macomb, Dakota won 2 straight Division I state titles back in the mid-2000s? Well, if you didn't know, now you know. In 2006, the Cougars mauled the Rockford Rams 38-16. And then in 2007, the Cougars pounded Livonia Stevenson 41-21. Boy, aren't you guys nice? Why don't you come over and kick my dogs, too? You want to? Good time? I'm a Stevenson guy, Grant, so I remember that well. They took care of business. Make no mistake about that. First and goal from the 2-yard line. I have a feeling 2 is going to call his own name again.
I think so, too. Big body, quarterback design run. It's going to be hard to keep him out. But this D-line has been playing really good for the Bulldogs.
Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off. Breaking outside. Touchdown. Jeremiah Aaron, who limped off earlier, came in, tried the middle, said, I'm going to go outside.
Yeah. Hey, if there's a car crash in the middle, go ahead and take the exit route to the outside where you see some green grass. Jeremiah Aaron does a great job. The junior running back, 5'8", 180 pounds, shows his vision there. Not just running behind the blockers, but, hey, if you see some area, take it. And you got to take everything you can get here if you're the Cougars.
Are they going to go for 2 here? I think they might be going for 2 here. It's a 17-point lead. You get 2, Grant. It's a 2-score game. Well, if you get 1, it's a 2-score game, too. Who's getting who? But you need those 2-point conversions.
Yep.
Davis brings the play back in. Conversely, if you're Romeo, you get the stop here. It remains a 3-score game.
A lot of implications here.
Davis in the shotgun. 2-point conversion. He rolls. He puts his shoulder down. Did he get in? No, sir. He did not.
Man.
That big body dived towards the goal line, but you can see right there just shy of the goal line.
I think it was number 75. I think it was Anthony D'Angelo, the nose tackle. We'll have to see that one back, but really good job of just applying pressure, not giving up ground, wrapping up, and party on the football. The more red hats near that ball, the better, and that's what you saw right there. Let's check it out here. 75 is going to be playing right here. Let's see if he's the guy to get in on this play. Quarterback design run. 36, Tayshawn Proctor does a great job forcing it inside, and then right into the arms, I believe, of 75. Yep, that's Anthony D'Angelo. But not before Tayshawn shot the gap and forced it inside, because that was a designed outside run. Really good job by the junior Tayshawn, cleaned up by the senior Anthony D'Angelo.
Great job there, and great work by our cameraman down there. So the senior D'Angelo with a big play on that 2-point conversion, and Grant, it is a 3-score game. 30-13. 1:54 left in a very long third quarter. Am I allowed to say that? Very long third quarter, and Romeo take over after the touchback. Nice to see so many guys represent. You see the pink shoes out there. A lot of pink being represented. Of course, this Breast Cancer Awareness Month. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. They take over on their own 20-yard line, leading by 17. They have been up literally all game, Grant.
They have. And if this third quarter goes as according to plan, they're going to somehow end up in the red zone here in the next 3 plays. I just have a feeling. It's just been switching red zones. There's been a lot of scoring in this third quarter. These teams have really come alive and shown that they get some explosive plays going on both sides.
Sammy Nepa. Shotgun formation this time. No, under center, excuse me. Sends a man in motion. He rolls out. Pressure coming from the backside. Throws near side, incomplete. Pass was intended for Brody Meyer. Kind of sailed on him on the near sideline, setting up a 2nd and 10 with $1:47 to go here in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's the play that we've seen Troy Smith do a great job of running corners routes, catching the football on right there. They try to sneak Brody Meyer out. a little bit of window dressing from that motion and shift. But the Dakota defense was on at that time. I believe Mason Dragic was at the bottom of the field there in coverage. Good job by the Cougars.
You can see Nepa. We've been doing this all game long, running to the near sideline and then bringing in the play for the crew. Joey Nepa lines up near side wide. Man in motion and going to keep it on the ground. Bottled up immediately. There were 2 or 3 Cougars smack dab in the middle of the line, and that's going to be a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, really good job by the senior defensive end, 88, Evan Wolf, and the number 90, Noah Raxter, gets in on the play.
Let's throw it down to Patty Cesarini for an injury update. Patty?
Thanks, Sean. Romeo's Michael Michalowski came off holding that right knee, got everything all wrapped up. One of the coaches shouted out to him, asking him if he's good to go, and he just held up a thumbs up, so we should see him back out on the football field. Back up to you.
Love to hear that. Thank you, Patty. Clock running. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs on their own 19. Let's see if the Cougars bring pressure. Nepa back to pass, throws incomplete. His intended receiver was Sirikoff. And just like that, Romeo's going to have to kick the ball back to Dakota with 51 seconds remaining here in this third quarter.
Now, hey, if Dakota and these skill players can get something going, if they can get a quick touchdown and get this to a 10-point game with 1 quarter, I mean, they're right where they want to be, having been down so much so early.
Here's this rugby-style kick again. Rolls near side, looking to get that bounce, unless they catch it in the air. Not this time, takes a big bounce. Taken though. Always dangerous. Flag flies at about the 35-yard line. Not much the return man could do this time, Wilson. Let's see what that flag's about at the 35. No flag. Picked it up.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There we go.
Thank you.
Good job there by Rashad Willison of being able just to control that football. He didn't get a lot of return yards, but stop that ball from rolling even further in their own territory, giving them some decent field position here on this drive.
So they'll start on their own 37-yard line. Nikos Davis brings it back out. Trip receivers near side. Single back. One split far side. Davis, the senior keeper. Tried the middle. Now he's going to cut outside looking for that exit lane, and he did. Out past the 40 up to about the 41-yard line. Take what the defense gives you. It's about 4 yards there, Grant.
Yep, 4 yards, and then you get out of bounds. You're able to get the clock slowed down here, get your offense situated, and you get a good play here on 2nd down. And I think that's what we've been missing here from the Cougars offense is the threat of Nikos Davis hurting us with his legs. These D linemen have been able just to rush knowing that he's not going to run. Linebackers are eyes on running backs. And it's been somewhat sort of easy, if you will, Sean. But now that he's running and he's more mobile, you're seeing more of the picture come open here for the Cougars late in this game.
2nd and 6 from their own 41-yard line. The dangerous goings in motion. Davis back to pass. Looks, fires, intercepted. Intercepted for the 3rd time, this time by number 3, Howes. He's coming near side. 30, 25, 20, 15, and pushed out of bounds. What a return.
Man, oh man. We saw earlier in this game, Sean, he tries to rip a seam shot, and it goes right off the hands of Dragic. Right there, he just airmails it over his head, and Dominic House is just able to come down with it right here. Just a little too much air. This is a seam ball. This ball's got to be down and on the receiver, and the cornerback is able to play both the outside receiver and the seam receiver. That's what you do in a cover 3. You call it midpoint. I'm midpoint 1, I'm midpoint 2, and if he throws to the seam, I'm going to get on the seam, and I'm going to go make a play, and you see that by the senior cornerback, number 3, Dominic House.
Interception number 3 by number 3.
I told you, Sean, someone somehow was going to end up in a red zone pretty soon. I just had a feeling. Didn't know who it was going to be, but.
Do you know what the lottery numbers are tomorrow night?
I can't tell you. I'm sorry.
Darn it. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Smith taking it far side. Flags fly everywhere. Troy Smith, the junior, with a couple of touchdowns already. And I think this one's coming back. There's going to be a hold on the Bulldogs.
I think so, too. I think there's a little bit of a consistency going on when trying to reach the outside. These linemen are just getting outside the framework of these defenders, and it's been a flag field day here, and especially in this second half.
So they move them back. Let's see. From the 14, this will be back, Grant, to, what, the 24? Indeed. So with 10 seconds remaining, this will be a 1st and 20.
Tell you what, Sean, if we go 3 plays without a flag, I will walk you a Cajun crust pizza at our next game.
Don't you dare say that.
Bring it to you by my hand.
Timeout on the field. To the 4th quarter we go. Romeo on top 30-13 here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry
Howie's. I'm Dave Peabody with Legacy Partners Insurance.
And I'm Debbie Stroh, your local Medicare expert, here to make your Medicare journey less confusing.
And best of all, our services are completely free. Visit us online today at legacypartnersins.com.
This is Detroit Lions coach Dan Campbell, and this is attorney Mark Bernstein. Both of these men are respected, but only one of them can get you money after an accident.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Welcome back into State Champs Game Time Live. And Dominic House for Romeo came in as a freshman, a little undersized, lacked some confidence, but in the offseason put in a ton of work, gained about 20 pounds of muscle. Coach Reines said he completely flipped a switch, and now we are seeing that speed, aggressiveness, that quickness from him as he intercepted that football. He's a completely different player than he was when he came in as a freshman. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Patty. Start of the 4th quarter. Romeo on top 30-13. 1st and 20 from the Dakota 24. Going to keep the ball on the ground. Some space. Nice cut at the 20. Down to about the 17-yard line.
That was really good blocking. That hole opened up. That right guard, William Locke, the senior, the right tackle, Rush Mueller, 56, did a great job of just making that hole. You could have fit a bus through it. Let alone Parker Cahoon. The ability to read the blocks, patient through the hole, but also burst when you see green grass, and he did a great job there.
If you're keeping track at home, that's one play
That
without
is.
a flag,
Yeah.
okay? So we need 2 more here, fellas, and Grant's buy-in next week.
I am, for the whole booth.
2nd and 20. Come on, clean sheet. Shotgun formation, inside handoff, great open field tackle there. Oh, goodness gracious, stepping up and making a big tackle there is a big-time player by the name of Elijah Goins.
Elijah Goins, really good job of staying home backside. Run looks like it's going front side. They send the counter back underneath, and Elijah Goins cuts it right off.
That's 2 guys.
It is.
2, okay. Come on, clean play.
Like we're on the eve of a no-hitter right now. So one more strike.
Yeah, don't say it. We could jinx it, right? 3rd and 13 from the 17-yard line. Shotgun formation. Nepa back to pass. Trying to set up a screen. Caught. Now taken off outside. Can he get the edge? No. Great pursuit by that defense, and no flag on the play. Daddy's eating pizza next week.
Hey, we got to make fun in our own ways, and right there we did it.
Hey, on cue, Hungry
go.
Howie's is a great partner of the State Champs Networks, Mr. Football, Anvil Awards, and Grant Perry feeding the crew. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor, Order your pizza at hungryhowies.com. Is there one out near where you live? We're heading to Hendersonville next week, right?
Yeah, I'll find one.
Can you find one?
I'll find
All
one.
right.
I'll make sure it happens. 2, 3, how many we need for the booth? We'll get it going.
7. How's that? 7.
All right. Let's do it.
Long field goal attempt here. Grant, this one's going to be about, let's say, 38 yards. He's been perfect tonight. Can he hit one more? Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is no good. No good.
Had the distance.
Sure did. Boy, he's got a leg, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a leg. So, 30-13 with 9:16 to go here in this fourth quarter. Now, Grant, stranger things have happened. No doubt about that. Stranger things have happened. But to quote a Rolling Stones song, but in a different way, time is not on their side.
Mm-hmm.
No, it isn't. First down, back to pass, looking, firing, brought in, and there's your flag. One play too late, Grant. Sorry about that. I'm not going to venture a guess to what that is. That's far-sighted field. I apologize to our listening audience. That is way across our broadcast vantage point. So I'm not even going to venture a guess as to what that call is. It's going to go against Dakota. You know what? Here, I'm gonna chip into the fun next week. No. Yes, I am. No, Grant, I'm chipping into
I made a bet. I'm a man of my word.
Let me please chip in. I'm asking nicely. No.
Get the
Okay.
next one. Well, you owe me a
barbecue. Yes, come over. Yes, come over for sure.
That's good enough for me.
All right. We love to take care of the crew. We did it last year at Groves, remember? It was a chilly night, and that Cajun crust warmed us up.
It did.
All right, so they move back to the 15-yard line. 1st and 15. Nico Davis rolling near side, looking near side, still looking. He's going to run. Not much out there. Steps out of bounds about the 17-yard line. Great coverage downfield, Grant.
Yeah, really good job. Just coverage, all levels. They tried to run a little sit route with an out route and then some type of curl behind it. And the zone flooded all of that picture. And Nico Davis did the right thing, got as much as he could, and just got out of bounds.
Clock stops, 8:58 to go. 2nd and 13 after that gain of 2. The senior quarterback, Nico Davis, shotgun formation. He's got trip receivers far side, one near side. Back to pass. Swings it out, looking to get a block. Going. See, boy, he's dangerous. Look at that little cut at about the 25. Very close to a first down. Let's see where they say he stepped out over that first down marker.
Yeah, it looks like he cleared it by a few yards there. Really good job. He's approaching a defender, just gives him inside, then back out, move, and is able to clear that grass and then get right around him and get some good yards for a first down.
You know this, a proud program like Dakota is not going to go quietly into the night.
Absolutely not. Well, not with a coach like Greg Bauer. He is a hard guy.
Swinging it out to Goins. Near side again. Look at that cut. Makes one man miss, another man miss, and out past the 40-yard line. That's going to be about a gain of what, 7?
Yeah, it looks to be a good tackle there by the safety, the free safety, Josh Lockballeur, coming up from that safety spot. We know Elijah Goins is not an easy guy to tackle, so good job by Josh Lockballeur. He had an interception here not too long ago for this defense.
Clock running, 8:10 to go. Elijah Goins going to check out this time. Trip receivers far side, one near side. Shotgun formation, back to pass. Nico's through the hands of the intended receiver, Santino Lucci. Probably wants that one back, Grant.
Yep. Just a little slant route over the middle. Does a great job crossing the linebacker's face, and really good ball by Nico Davis. On time, too. Puts it right on his hands and just can't quite come up with it. And just somewhat of the story here for the Cougars. Just haven't been on rhythm. What we saw 2 weeks ago has not been the same showing we've seen tonight.
So 3rd and 3 now. Clock stop with 7:59 to go. Dakota does have their full complement of timeouts, I might add. Trip receivers far side. Nikos Davis, shotgun formation. He's going to run near side. He's got a first down. He's just going to slide and fall. The ball comes loose. Now, did the ball come out before he gave himself up? Yeah, they're going to say he was down.
Yeah,
Grant, I'm going to tell you what, though. Where he slid, did he get the line of gain? Did he get enough for a first down? I'm not sure that he did.
I think he did, yeah.
All right, they did.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Boy, it was close.
Boy, we almost just saw the old Mark Sanchez butt fumble without running into anyone. That was almost a dangerous play in itself. He got down, got the first down, though. Down by contact, still Cougars football.
Inside 7.5 to go. They're going to have to pick up the pace here a little bit, Grant. Down by 3 scores. Davis back to pass. Pressure comes from the outside. He steps up in the pocket, delivers. Incomplete, near sideline. Pass intended for Santino Lucci. Couldn't come up with it. So 2nd and 10 with 7:12 to go. Still in their own territory as well, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to get out. They're trying to get explosive plays here. And they had some opportunities, and Santino Lucci is going to see one-on-one opportunities. We know that because of the respect that Elijah Goins gets on this offense here.
Back to pass. Davis looks, fires, nice pass, complete far side of the field into Romeo territory and knocked out of bounds about the 37-yard line is Jaden Sills. Relatively quiet tonight for number 7.
Yeah.
We saw him make some plays a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's usually a really reliable target, makes a lot of plays in short area, but then makes a good run after catch. That time he had a good hands, was able to get out of bounds, but a good throw by Nico Davis. We've seen that throw intercepted a couple times tonight.
Shotgun formation. This is a keeper all the way. He's in trouble. Still trying to get to the edge. He just steps out of bounds just inside the 35. We'll give him a gain of about 3. Clock stop with 6:56 to go. In a 30-13 game out here. Beautiful night in Romeo. And this is the time of year, folks. Not that long ago, it was about 80 degrees out here, and the temperature has plummeted. Maddie, I hope you have your coat on down there. Davis back to pass. Pressure comes up the middle. He evades it. Steps, fires. What a catch by Lucci. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness.
Wow! Check out this catch right here. I mean, Nico Davis, he's finding guys, and this is arguably their best drive. And right here, he just throws the ball up. It's desperation time, so why not go make a catch? And look at that. He catches it with one hand, brings it in with one. Santino Lucci, who's had a couple drops here on this drive, shows why he's still a very reliable target. Santino Lucci with a SportsCenter top 10 type of catch.
Dakota in business. 1st and goal. Trying to stretch it far side into the end zone. Touchdown, Jeremiah Aaron.
Good outside zone run there. And I mean, the aiming point for the running back on the outside zone is the ghost tight end. If there's no tight end, but if there's a tight end, you're aiming to get outside of them. Really good job. And every one of those linemen on the left side, whether you're a tight end or an O-lineman, you got to reach block and you got to hold as best you can without holding, if you will. And right there, they do a great job. They allow Jeremiah Aaron to get to the perimeter, and he gashes through the defense to get across for pay dirt.
PAT pending. And Fleet out there. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So 6:33 to go, Grant Perry.
You see here,
30-20.
Outside zone, right? Stretch it until you can. That's what you teach a running back. Really good blocking here. Look at them seal the edge. And then Elijah Goins again out here. You got to be a perimeter blocker on the outside zone right there. And good job, good vision. You see Jaden Stills gets just enough of that cornerback to allow Jeremiah Aaron to cut up inside. And that's a great teaching clip of outside zone run. Everyone holding their blocks to the very last second. Jeremiah Aaron, pierce it till you can't, cut up field, go score.
Grant, at this juncture, with 6:33 to go, and you're still down 2 scores, do you think about an onside kick here, or do you ask your defense to do the job?
That's a good question. Personally, I would go for an onside kick here if I'm Dakota. Besides that last drive, nothing today has shown me that my offense can get me down to that red zone, because you got to get down there twice for a field goal and at least a touchdown to tie it. I'm going to try with at least just 6:30 here left. I'm going to try an onside kick, try to steal a possession. That way, if you do end up not scoring, you still have some time left, and try to make the best out of it.
Hey, the Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. Go to buildwithcam.com for more info. Well, hey, you know what? If Romeo recovers it, what else is new? They've had great field position all night, huh?
Yeah, they have. They really have. It wouldn't change much here tonight.
I have a feeling the way they're lined up, we're going to see an onside kick here. Indeed we are. Great job covering up. I didn't see who it was far side, but Grant, that's textbook.
Yeah,
just watch that ball in and then fall around it.
Yep, just watch it come in. Look for that second bounce. Get ready to get on it. And then if you're a surrounding cast member, go jump on your teammate and make sure no one else gets their hands on that ball.
You were part of the hands team many times, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever catch one?
I don't think I've caught one, but that is one of the scarier.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're walking out there. I mean, when you're getting onside kicked at, the game's on the line, marbles are on the line, and that's not an easy ball to catch.
So another possession with great field position for the Bulldogs. They set up shop on their own 48-yard line. Sammy Nepa under center. Man in motion, hands it off in motion. Trying to get to the edge, can't get there. Boy, great pursuit. We've called his name a few times tonight. Evan Wolf, the defensive end, does not run like a defensive end.
No, he doesn't. And I mean, the senior 88, Evan Wolf, does a great job of playing laterally, not giving up contain, and at the very last minute, giving up his body, reaching for that running back and bringing him down.
That's a gain of only one, and I think the Bulldogs are going to take their time getting this play in, Grant.
I think that'd be wise. You're in 4-minute mode here. We all know 2-minute mode, right? You're driving, trying to score. 4-minute, you're trying to burn as much time as you want.
Look at Nepa taking his time, under center, looking at that clock. Back to pass on second down. Pressure comes from the backside, wants it all. Just out of the reach of the intended receiver. A heck of an effort. Unfortunately, Troy Smith just couldn't pull it in.
Man, we saw that play in the first half, that exact play where Troy is the condensed receiver to the outside. He runs a seam route and then posts it to the middle of the field. In the first half, that play was wide open. There was a busted coverage by the Cougars. This time, it was pretty well covered, but he still had a step. A little bit more air on that ball to allow Troy to run under it. And I think they're looking at an explosive play, if not a broken tackle, and 6 points.
Well, Dakota is saying, thank you very much. You just stopped the clock for us. With 5:39 to go. Don't forget, Dakota has all 3 timeouts. Nepa in the shotgun formation. Going to keep it on the ground here. Hitting the backfield, falling forward to about the 49-yard line into Dakota territory. Well short of the first down. So surely a punting down. And Dakota not going to take a timeout to stop the clock. And Romeo's just fine with that.
Yeah, they're going to let that run. They're going to tell this punt team, take your time, get on the field, keep your eye on the clock, and let's try to get this thing off with about 4 or 5 seconds, maybe even 3. Try to pin them deep in their own area.
The rugby-style kick forthcoming, we think. Taking precious time off that clock, 4:50, 4:49. Maybe they call a timeout here, Grant. Let's see. I believe that's what they're going to do near sideline. Absolutely. Ran that clock all the way down, and just before the play clock expired, they burn their first timeout. So 4:43 to go in this fourth quarter. Bulldogs have a 30-20 lead. Hey, by the way, sometimes the journey to Ford Field is a magical one, The Romeo Bulldogs squared off against Detroit Cats Tech in 2015. Brad Tanner led the Bulldogs on the ground, 130 yards, 3 touchdowns. Final score, Romeo knocks off Cats Tech by a score of 41-27. Was that really 10 years ago? My goodness gracious. No doubt they're going to punt this one away. Now let's see, does Dakota come after this? Usually they have 2 men back.
Yeah.
This time just 1 man back.
They're crowding the line of scrimmage, Sean. I think they're coming here.
Let's see if they're coming. Rugby style, nope, just steps up and steps into it. Goins back inside his 10. He has to pick that up, and he's tackled at the 7-yard line. Oh, that was Lucci. My apologies. I thought it was 1. So, Dakota has their work cut out for them. They need points on this drive regardless. Hey, our next Friday football Game Time Live travels to the west side. A big OK Red matchup between the Hudsonville Eagles and the East Kentwood Falcons. Grant, Patty, yours truly will all be on the call for that one. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Hungry Howie's dinner at 6 o'clock. Compliments of Grant right here on the State Champs YouTube channel and Local 4+.
And even I didn't even realize we have the West Side game. It's even
Flags
easier.
fly. Davis brought down at about the 1-yard line. Now let's see where that flag was thrown from, Grant.
I think it was in the end zone.
Well, it landed at the 4. That play didn't have a chance.
Holy. Okay.
They're having the conversation down there. Going to be half the distance to the goal, right? From the 4-yard line. So a hole just got a little deeper. Now inside the 2. Don't forget, you have one of the state's biggest playmakers wearing the number 1 out there. Davis back to pass from his own end zone. Incomplete. Pass intended far side of the field to number 7, Jaden Sills.
They've been struggling on those cross-field throws. Those are not easy throws, and they've had some difficulties with them today. I don't know if it's a lack of chemistry or just a little bit of a sense of, hey, I've thrown 2 picks making these throws. Like, I'm a little hesitant. Nico Davis hasn't quite been getting the ball there on those wide field throws. Let's see if he can change that here on 3rd down.
3rd down, 3rd and 16. Davis in the back of his end zone. He's flushed out. He fires on the run, tried to thread the needle, incomplete.
Yellow. If it's in the end zone and it's holding.
That is in the end zone. That is. You can see where that flag is. I think they're going to have a conversation about it.
And the quarterback was rolling. It makes sense if this is a hold. Guys getting outside the framework of their body.
You can see the Bulldog players already trying to play the role.
Braden Watson wants a safety.
Look where the flag is.
See if he gets one there.
Holding. Safety.
2 points. And ball back.
12-point lead in Grant. Most importantly, getting the ball back.
Yep.
This is where you go to the barn, you grab that bench, and you just start milking that clock. You just milk that clock at will.
And again, great job by this defensive line. Not only have they just caused a safety, but throughout this game, they have been causing Nikos Davis and this offensive line for the Cougars just a lot of just panic. They just can't quite get things blocked up. This D-line has done a great job. You've got to credit the coaching staff. They're playing games up front. They're twisting different guys. They're running different stunts. They're making it really hard, and they've made it hard all day. And I got to say, their D-line has been one of the biggest differences today, both offensively and defensively. That O-line and D-line for the Bulldogs really, really came to play today. Tayshawn Parker, number 36. Anthony D'Angelo with that huge 2-point stop earlier, and then Braden Watson, junior defensive end, have just been flying around. Can't forget 8, Ryan Rohrborn, and number 18, Joel. See you, Mark Darko.
Well, this really has been a total team effort tonight. It really has been. It's been a total team effort. 4:12 to go in this one. 32-20. I think they're going to try to onside this again, Grant, from the 20-yard line. And you're never going to believe this. If Romeo gets this, they're going to have great field position again. There's the onside kick. Same thing. Just fall on it, fall around it, and protect it. Romeo's going to start at the 30-yard line. Now, let's see, Grant, do they take a shot here or just say, you know what, we're going to hand it off 3 times and see if, at the very least, we can tack another field goal line?
Yeah, we'll see here. I mean, some of that third and some of this fourth quarter, they've thrown the ball even more so than they did in the first half. Romeo's been kind of unpredictable with their play calling. That's why it's helped them so much today. Wouldn't be surprised if they throw it. This is a conference game. These are two rivals. Wouldn't be surprised if we see one of these teams try to take it up a notch here with these last 4 minutes.
Sammy Neppa's had a solid game here tonight. Well, you could say that about a lot of Bulldogs here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Make no mistake about that. They lead 32-20 and now have a 1st and 10 at the Dakota 31. They're going to keep the ball on the ground. A little stutter step in the backfield, finding a little more space. Out to about the 26-yard line. Dakota not taking their timeouts yet. They have 3 of them left.
And they hand that ball to the big Tayshaw Porter right there. Proctor, excuse me. Two-way player for them. He's seen some carries here, mostly on short yardage goal line. He's that big defensive tackle, defensive end that they like to get in that running back spot when they need some hard yards.
Clock running, 3:35 to go. This crowd still making noise. Wow, what an effort tonight from this fan base. 2nd and 7. Neppa under center. Gonna hand it off again. The big man again gets to about the 36 and push back. This time, Dakota elects to use a timeout. Let me correct myself. My apologies. The 26, not the 36. And this will be a 3rd and Grant, we're going to call it about 4 yards.
Looks good to me.
3:14 to go. Or pie, as in pizza pie. As in Grant's buying pizza pies next week when we're in Hudsonville.
I just appreciate you guys coming to my neck of the woods.
Yes, definitely. Still making noise here. What a great atmosphere. Great hospitality. We appreciate this community, no doubt about that. Don't forget Patty Cesarini will be down on the field at the end of this one as well. What was a very fast first quarter has turned into a not so fast next 3 quarters. Surely Dakota will try to stop the clock here if Romeo elects to run the ball. Dakota has 2 timeouts. They trail by 2 scores. 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Pitch, coming near side, puts his head down, dives for the marker. I think he's going to be very close. Let's see where they mark this, Grant.
Yeah, I think he's going to be maybe a foot, 2 feet short.
Oh, baby. And then Dakota uses their last timeout. Or, excuse me, they have 1 timeout now. That was their 2nd. All right, Grant, here you go. Coach Perry. From about the 22, this would be a 39-yard field goal attempt.
I'm running the football here with
I am too. I'm glad to hear you say that. Absolutely.
You can end the football game with the ball in your hands right now, or you can attempt to kick it, which gives you still a 2-score game, and then you still give them the ball back. Say they score fast, you're still in the same spot.
100%.
So I always want to end the ball on your own, or end the game on your own terms, and that right here, folks, is going to be some type of run, some type of play to get them 1 yard.
Big number 36, the junior. Young man plays defensive line and running back.
He's back in there. Best believe it.
4th and 1.
Let's see how much side-to-side motion they do to try to see if they get any of these guys distracted or they just go right down the pipe here.
Let's see. Neppa puts a man in motion. Movement up front. No flag thrown. Neppa, again, man in motion. And I think they're going to call a timeout now.
Hey, that's a strategy too, right? You know, you get out there. We saw the field goal where they tried to get them offsides, and they did. They got the first down. And right there, they tried to do the same thing. They sent one motion one way, no good. Another motion the other way, nope. Disciplined defense, okay, let's go ahead and kick this, most likely.
I still go for it, right?
I would 100%.
Yeah,
I would 110% go for it. I don't know why you'd kick it unless you just want
your defense is playing so well anyway, and Dakota only has 1 timeout left, and they still need 2 scores. So they need to score and get an onside kickback, right?
Yeah.
I still go for it.
I hope they do.
Let's see what Coach Reines decides to do. Yeah, the offense is going out there. I see big 36. I'm with you, partner. I have a feeling that Tayshawn Proctor is going to be getting this ball. Let's see. Sammy Nepa under center. 3:05 to go here. 4th and 1 from the 22-yard line. Handoff, first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. They're going to move the sticks. Now, is Dakota going to use their last timeout? They have not yet. The clock continues to run. 2:45 to go.
Really good job on that last play by the center, Dylan Galaskis, number 58, number 51, the right guard, William Block. Did a great job of blocking down, able to seal it. And then the running back, Tayshawn Proctor, presses the line of scrimmage and finds a hole right off the right side of the guard. Gets that yard, gets a few more with the ability here to ice this game.
Dakota not using their timeout. And if they haven't by now, I'm sure they're not going to. Famous last words, right? Nepa taking his sweet time to milk as much as he can. Hand it off, going far side, looking to stay in bounds inside the 10. They're going to say down about the 10-yard line.
And, I mean,
Roarborn on the carry. He's had a nice night as well, Grant.
He has, and he's got a good frame, man. He's not a small kid running around. He's also a captain on this team, and I got to give some credit, too, for this Cougar defense and Elijah Goins, man. The way he flies up and doesn't slow his body. He goes full speed through tackles. And there's just a clear reason why this kid's going to be playing at the next level. And those are some of the small things that you see, and you're like, yeah, there's a reason he's getting attention from the Division I level.
2nd and 2 from the 10-yard line. 1:25 to go. Nepa taking his time. Still standing, now under center. Going to hand it off. Try the middle, into the end zone, touchdown. Big Tayshawn Proctor puts an exclamation point on a convincing win by the Bulldogs here tonight in front of a raucous hometown crowd.
And that's probably going to be the most walk-in touchdown Tayshawn Proctor is going to see. That or this Dakota defense just does not want any piece of tackle on this big fella because he is a lot, man. He's been dominating on that D-line. And then you go ahead and hand him the football, man. That's almost cheating. Him getting across the line there for a touchdown pretty much iced this game out.
Point after forthcoming. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is halfway to Hudsonville. Boy, does that kid have a boot. My goodness. So congratulations to Romeo. Barring something apocalyptic, Grant, they're going to win their 4th straight. And if you're a Dakota fan, I wouldn't worry too much. A good football team.
Watch right here. These guys are going to block down, and he's going to press it and then just run right off that right guard's right side right here. Boom. Oh, then he cuts back inside. The lane cuts back inside. Really good job there by Tayshawn Proctor. Not normally a running back, but you can see the vision there. Athlete's an athlete. When you see green grass, you attack it.
Of course, Dakota will fall to 5-1 on the season. I'll tell you what, Romeo looks very dangerous right now, both sides of the ball. I'm guessing a squib-type kick here. Well, you got a guy that can boom the ball. Maybe he'll try to kick it to Hudsonville again.
Yeah, why not?
Minute 13 remaining in this one. 19-point game. Now he's going to squib that. Boy, it took a wicked bounce
It did.
off of one of the guys up front, but recovered by Dakota. So they've got a minute 12, one timeout, but they trail by 19 points. Let's see if they just come out here and run a couple plays and call it a day. Don't forget, Patty Cesarini will be on the field at the end of this one. I don't think we're going to see anything too fancy here, Grant. Lord knows I've been wrong before, huh?
Yeah, it looks like they got some second units in at receiver spots.
Davis comes out. 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side, shotgun formation. They're just going to keep it on the ground. Big hole, though. Big hit. My goodness gracious, just shy of the first down. Oh, that was a big hit.
Paul Cadena, Mr. 20, Paul Cadena with a great hit coming downfield and letting the running back know, hey, we're still hitting. Only 55 seconds left, but you can get hit, brother, and he just did that. Paul Cadena, number 20, with a great stick from that safety spot.
Gain of 8, setting up a 2nd and 2. Davis in the shotgun. Going to keep it on the ground again. Some space over the right side, good enough for a first down. Andrew Rivera, sophomore running back, a couple of spirited runs. Clock stops for the moment on the first down, and it'll start again. Dakota right at the midfield stripe. 30 seconds to go in this one. Davis in the shotgun, gonna hand it off again. Nice spirited run again. I believe that's Rivera. Was that 25 again, Grant Perry? It was.
Yep.
And that is going to be the last play of the game. What a win tonight for Romeo. The Bulldogs win their 4th straight by a score of 39-20. We'll take a timeout and hear from Patty Cesarini when we come back here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry
Howie's.
What a win tonight in front of the hometown crowd. Romeo comes away with a 39-20 victory. Why don't we throw it down to Patty Cesarini with a very special guest in just a moment, as Grant Perry, pretty hard to deny what this young man did. Patty, take her away.
Thanks, guys. Troy, touchdown in the first half for you. Got hurt, come back, score another touchdown in the second half. First of all, how's the body feeling?
It's feeling all right. Got to go in to probably get some stitches in my eye, but I'll be fine.
Holding up okay. Now, talk me through both of those touchdowns that you had in tonight's game.
The first one, I was just wide open on a little arrow out of the backfield. Second one, great blocking by the pulling guard, lead running back, and able to find my way in.
And coming into this game this year against Dakota, Coach said that things were different. And what was different is that this team truly believed that you guys could beat Dakota. Why is it different this year?
Probably the intensity that we have at practice, during games. I mean, last week, 51-0, coming out, playing all 4 quarters of football that we're starting to play again. It's great.
Well, congrats on the win. Go enjoy this one.
Thank you.
Sean?
What a great kid. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything tonight. He was wide open, and his teammates made all. He didn't do anything tonight.
And he's going to have a nice hospital bill with a split chin. Talk about having a day with.
I might have to get some stitches in my eye, but hey, my teammates were great tonight. What a win tonight here. No doubt the celebration is on. Nice to see so many students running on the field, and cheerleaders and band and mass hysteria, dog and cats living together. But what a win tonight by the Romeo Bulldogs. Grant, some final thoughts.
Man, they got out hot. They got out fast. They used the home field advantage to their benefit, and they didn't look back, and Dakota could not catch up.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out to our team, the best in the business, no doubt about it. Patty Cesarini down in the field, Grant Perry up in the booth. For everybody involved, Sean Belegian saying, most importantly, thank you for inviting us into your phones, your tablets, your computer, your TV, whatever the case may be. Romeo puts on a show in front of the home crowd, knocks off Dakota 39-20. For everybody involved, thank you for watching State Champs and Local 4+.
State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza and also presented by Lawrence Technological University, the Construction Association of Michigan, Legacy Partners Insurance, the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association.